Hello, I'm John from J&N Travels doing another pop-up live on a Friday afternoon, and welcome in. That little, I've got the set right now. A lot of people use green screens, but I have the actual set from the coffee shop from friends in the background that we rented for our live on Wednesday when we were doing TV sitcoms. So this is a no agenda Friday, I guess you'd call it. A couple dates I'd like to throw out, and I put the link out there. So if anyone would like to join us and come up and just talk about anything. First of all, we have our regular Sunday, Nancy and I, on this Sunday, 2/21 at 4 o'clock. And we're doing a little clip on Antigua and also playing our game, our Name This Game that we play on the Sundays. On Wednesday, next Wednesday, 2/20, I guess about 5 days from now, we have our Wednesday live at 2 o'clock. We're going to show after the news part, we're going to show some unusual restaurants around the U.S. And then the following Sunday, which is the 28th, we're trying something totally new. It's a live that I'm going to be doing with someone else, and it's going to be sports related. So we'll see how that goes. Total different realm. So anyone, I'm going to put the link up again, who wants to crash through and talk. If not, you're just going to hear me ramble. I know you want to hear conversation going on. Okay. So the link is back up again. And I'm looking out my window now. I drove home, worked last night, so I was driving home about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. And it was snowing, kind of slick on the ground. Danny, I don't think it's anything like what you're getting out your way. But it's coming down pretty heavy right now. I've got about 4 inches on the ground, so that could be another miserable day. Nancy's about to head off to work. Okay, let me just say hello. We have someone down the basement. Let me say hello to who's in the house. Daniel Fields, you were the first one in. Thank you for coming in. Sarah, thank you for popping in. And we got Danny, who is going to join us after he's done paying some bills. So let me bring up my friend Tyler. Tyler,
hey.
How you doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
Very good, thanks. Very good. You're going live later today, right?
Yep, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're doing a special show all about American Cruise Line, so it should be a blast.
Oh, that should be interesting. 5 o'clock. To be sure you know that. Do you want to? I'm going to pop Danny in here too, but if you want to start and tell us a little bit about your channel, and then we can. And then Taylor's like a source of ours that brings in some breaking news every day. And the only breaking news I have right now is the Disney Cruise Lines, but you probably have more on that than I do. So let me bring Danny in and tell us a little bit about your channel.
So my name is Tyler. I have a channel called the Cruise Junkie. That's my second channel, but I also have the main channel called The Tyler Show. I publish weekly cruise news videos, some YouTube shorts sometimes. I publish some random cruise content, but we always do a live stream every single Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about cruise, anything in the cruise world, and traveling too. Again, my goal is to create a lot of good quality cruise content this year. We're going through a little bit of a change in the content in the channel, but I'm currently doing that behind the scenes. But in the meanwhile, we're going to focus on the cruise ships this year. Again, we probably won't be likely to be able to get on one of these cruise ships this year, just to the matter of fact that they probably won't be sailing anytime soon. So my goal is, of course, to film ship spotting content, which ship spotting content is again, content where the ships come in and out of Port Canaveral. So that's what my goal is for this channel for this year. Again, each year I like to try to change the focus for the channel. But that's my channel so far. Goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of this year, friends. Don't know how likely it's going to happen, but who knows? We shall go ahead and see.
Well, if some cruising opens up, you'll probably accelerate very quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Tyler. Dan, welcome in.
Hey, how you doing, John?
Good. You want to give us a little bit what's going on with you and your channel right now?
Yeah, sure. We're just first off, thanks for having me up. It's always fun hanging out with you on Fridays. How you doing, Tyler?
Doing good. Yourself?
Doing good, buddy. Hey, so our channel is just a family-friendly YouTube channel. And we do weekly trivia Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern time. The last trivia we did this past Wednesday was Universal Studios rides. That was a lot of fun. And right now, so we have a poll up on our Facebook group, which is Griswold Family Vacay Traveling with Kids, and you can go in and you can vote on whatever you want the next week's category to be. And right now, what's winning is European geography and capitals, and second place is 80s country music. So go in and vote if you want your voice to be heard on what you want the category to be this coming week. And then this Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we have our Saturday Night Live variety show, which we'll be talking about 21 rides at Walt Disney World that we're going to be riding on our upcoming trip this spring break down to Florida. And Landon will be back to tell us jokes. And then later on that night, a couple hours later at 10 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to have our family game night in which we play Kahoot.
Sounds great, Danny. Of course, I voted for SeaWorld and Disney for your trivia for this week. So it doesn't look like neither of those is going to make it in the top two.
Nope, it doesn't.
Okay, that's great. Just to go into the chat for a second, welcome in Sherry, who's ninja watching from work. And boy, Sherry, I was listening to your live last night and from work, and boy, she's a jack of all trades. She's got her hands in so many different jobs right now. Welcome in, where are we here? Just Me Fifi. Thank you for joining us. Boondocking with Boomer. A special hello to Danny.
What's up, Lance? Good to see you, buddy.
And I'm also going to put the link back into the chat for anyone else that wants to join us. Danny, I was chatting back and forth. I can't forget what time it was that family you met over in Disney. The one you were talking about last night. Yeah, VP. I actually told them if they wanted you might be up here today, if they wanted to come over and come up and talk to you. I don't know if they'll join us or not. But.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, they're a great family. Did you see the live stream they had last night with the cupcakes?
No, I did not.
That was hilarious. No. You need to go check that out. They yesterday, so they're like around 500. I don't know if you want me saying the S word or if you care or whatever, but they have around 500 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
And yesterday they did a live stream, just like an afternoon like a rope drop from Magic Kingdom it was.
Right.
And during that stream they had the most viewers at the same time that they've ever had, which was 60 plus. They've never had 60. Plus they got 100 likes in that one live stream. So they set those two milestones. So they were very, very happy with that. And so one of their moderators, she does a lot of Disney type sewing and handwork and stuff. Like she makes masks and she makes like purses and all kinds of different things with Disney material. And she's like, you know what? I want to do a giveaway. And she gave away a homemade Disney mask.
Cool.
And so last night they had a live stream, VP did. And on there, he just randomly came up with the idea. He had a thing of cupcakes. They were eating cupcakes to celebrate their success. And he's like, here's what's going to happen. If we can get 50 likes on this live stream, I'll let my daughter smear or smash a cupcake in my face. And then if we get to 100 likes, I will smash a cupcake into my wife and my daughter's face. So needless to say, they ended up getting to 100. So like the whole second half of their live stream, we were just watching people get cupcakes smashed into their face. It was a lot of fun.
That's funny. Spontaneous stuff, I guess, right?
Yeah, it was. I texted him afterwards. He's like, that was a lot of fun, but man, this kitchen is a mess.
Yeah, I know. You start tailing it down a little bit. Yeah. So, Tyler, you're always good for some information, cruising or parks. See you later, Nance. She said no work. You want to give us anything new today?
Yeah, so today there wasn't that much new cruise news. That's why for today's show I had a topic backed up because I knew for this week that there wouldn't be any major cruise news breaking, and there wasn't any. However, yesterday, haven't seen any of the major cruising channels mention this yet, but the luxury line Crystal Cruise Line has officially announced that they will require their guests to receive the said COVID vaccine. And again, this doesn't come as a surprise to me because, of course, with Crystal, they are an older demographic. And again, I researched all the cruise lines that currently are requiring the vaccine. And the one thing that lines up in my books is all of them survey older audience. So it will be interesting to see about the major lines with our hurdle, especially with Arnold Donald coming out yesterday and saying you should get the vaccine, but as of right now, our company ain't going to mandate it. So that's interesting, though, that Crystal did, again, force the requirement of the vaccine for all guests, no exceptions, even if you can't get the vaccine, no exceptions, no vaccine, no cruise.
Right.
So that's one bit of cruise news headlines.
I noticed, I thought it just came out this morning or last night, Disney Cruises joined NCL and I think MSC now, right, with canceling May?
Yeah, I think Disney, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Disney removed their bookings from May since last month, so it wasn't a surprise. But yeah, they did come out and remove all bookings from the website the following weeks.
So you just got RCL and Carnival left, I guess, right?
Yeah, and it will be interesting because, again, NCL and all the other Disney has ships in the U.S., but compared to NCL, which has none of their ships even on the green light, they actually have 3 ships, technically speaking. They have 3 ships that have the CDC green light program, which is the Gem, the Jewel, and then the Pride of America, which, again, none of those ships will be the ones to resume sailings because I think the Gem can only carry, I don't know how many, but it can't carry less than like 2,000, so it wouldn't even be worth sailing with a ship. So it will be interesting to see when NCL decides to come back to the U.S. with their cruise ships. I know they sent their cruise ships back to the U.S. with the crew, but of course they had to go back to Europe now to take the crew home because they want to get the vaccine at their home countries. So it will be interesting to see. I'm personally not thinking cruising is going to be happening until at least September, at least for these test cruises, with regular cruising happening sometime around November. That's my guess.
Yeah, I've been saying right along, late fall. I can't see how it can be any earlier than that. We're not even in, like I said, the test phase yet. A quick hello to Miss Edna. Welcome in from Edna's World. And my old ladies cooking show. Welcome in. Okay. Yeah, it's just everything's at such a standstill. I mean, that must have been such a kick in the butt to NCL, too. They had all the crew come back over. And now they're sending them home, right? Everyone's going back home.
I can't imagine the money they're spending, though, because NCL, with that money, they sent the ship all the way from the Philippines to go all the way to the Caribbean, and they sent that same ship all the way back to the Philippines. And they're not going through the Panama Canal and getting that cheap way. They're going all the way around Suez Canal back to the Philippines.
Right.
Crazy how much money NCL is spending. Plus, John and Danny, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but those NCL commercials, they're everywhere. They're on the radio. They're on TV now. They're spending crazy money on commercials now, too.
Which is crazy because I'm getting these expensive multicolored cardboard flyers every other week from NCL.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Disney, all those other lines, they're barely spending any money on advertising right now. But NCL, they're spending crazy on advertising. Oh, if it's okay, I'm going to share the screen if I could. And I have actually an update on the Odyssey of the Seas, some insider look. So I'll see if I can share that.
Okay, I probably have to pull it up from the basement when I see it there.
What's up, Raphael? Bezo.
Can you do his YouTube bit? What's going on? YouTube? Go ahead, Danny.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it. I can't do any of these. I can't do Ronnie's, can't do his.
What's going on, YouTube?
Okay. Is this
He's
a video?
the person that I've met the most out of any other YouTuber. He's probably the one that I've met the most is Raph, just because we live in the same state.
Well, you've done 3 visits with him, right? Or is it more than that now?
3 visits.
That's great, though. That really is.
So now you can see some photos.
His whole family's awesome.
Yeah, so these are some photos of Odyssey of the Seas, the new Quantum class ship. Some rare looks, as you would say.
What a
Do you see
beautiful
the
ship.
ship? Yeah, made a lot of progress, as you see. This is the aft theater in the back. And we're going to scroll down. You can see the lifeboats, which I like the font on the lifeboats. Pretty cute.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, so that's the update on Odyssey of the Seas. So she's making a lot of good progress, but who knows? She's probably sailing here in Fort Lauderdale. Hopefully, fingers crossed. First sailing is November, hopefully.
Is that where it's going out of, Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, it's supposed to do an inaugural season in Europe, but I don't think that will happen just because it's a newer ship and getting everything right with the crew and stuff. I think her inaugural season most likely be out of Florida. That's what I'm thinking.
Danny, was it this year or next year you had your Alaska cruise plan? Was that supposed to be this year?
This year, supposed to be.
Yeah. Well,
Canceled already.
Did they officially cancel it? Because I know, what ship was it on?
I don't know. Carnival something out of San Francisco.
Oh, it was Carnival. Okay. Because I know RCL and there was one other cruise line haven't officially canceled their Alaskan cruises yet.
Yeah. I personally think they're going to get canceled. I mean, I can't see any way that they can make Alaska happen on the major lines. I think they're just waiting out to see if someone will waive the law, but I don't even think they do waive the law, because the Alaskan season's only so short. It's only a few months. Even if there's no test cruise happening now in the Bahamas, they doubt that they're going to be having these cruises happening out of Alaska by the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Boondocking has family in Anchorage.
There you go.
Hey, welcome in, TJ. Hey, everyone, taking Sev to the vets. Oops, did I just wipe someone out there? Whoever just clicked in, click back in again. Let me put the link back up.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I thought it was Raphael, but when I clicked on it, I thought I saw something else come up. Sev to the vet. If you're still on when I get back, I'll jump on. Oh, that'd be great, TJ. He's heading down to Disney too. That's not around the same time as you, though, right, Dan?
I thought he was going sooner than we were, but he's actually going after we get back. He's not going till June.
June.
That's Brian, neighbor. Okay, let's try you again, Raphael.
Hey, what's
going on, YouTube?
Welcome in, Raphael.
Yeah, I closed the wrong screen. I'm on my phone, so I closed the stream jar instead of closing the YouTube, so I don't have any echo.
Well, that's not real good. So how you doing today, Raphael?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing a little bit of work in here, as you can see. I don't know. Hold on. There we go. You can see I'm doing some work.
Throws paperwork around to look busy. That's good. I like that.
And my daughter went back to school today. My 6-year-old. They've been out of school all week, but today, I guess the ice and the snow is not that bad, so we have to drop her off. So we are not leaving to Texas until probably 4 o'clock.
What are you doing in Texas?
We're going to Denton. My oldest have a gymnastics competition on Sunday. It's supposed to be tomorrow, but because of the weather in Texas, they move it one day back, so it's on Sunday at 2. So we probably go to like a aquarium tomorrow or like a museum. I have to thank Danny for that. He gave me some good recommendations.
That's great. Okay. Raphael, do you want to put in a little bit on your channel and what's coming up for you this week?
Well, this week I just got a blog out yesterday, my first long blog in a while from Mexico. So if you haven't seen it, please check it out. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we go live at 5:55 Central.
Was that the blog that where you guys the storm came in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the blog about the hurricane. That is correct.
Yeah.
I like it. I made it kind of funny with Ronnie starting the blog. That was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it's nice when you get a crew like that in the swimming pool too.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like now every time I cruise or every time I travel, I have to have some friends with me because it was a blast. I mean, even though the hurricane was coming, it was so nice to be there with so many people, and we just keep each other entertained.
Well, I was telling my wife too. It's funny. We always went on cruises, and if you think in the back of your mind, you're trying to meet people or that have like interests, and it takes you almost a full week to meet them. With this new generation of cruising on YouTube, you basically go on there with instant friends.
That's
So
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I cannot wait for the October cruise with La Lila Loca. I hope it happens because I want to meet Tony and Jenny so bad.
Yeah.
Because the blog that just came out that was from October, and that's instead of the bloggers cruise that we're supposed to be on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one must be pretty full. The one this October, if it goes, that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm thinking if things keep going the way they are, we may be the inaugural cruise for the Mardi Gras.
That'd be wild. You're right about that, though.
Yeah, that shit doesn't even hit American waters yet.
They may just decide to cancel all the summer ones and start in the fall. Who knows?
Yeah.
And Danny, you're obviously not at school today. I don't see the Duke flag up.
Nope, we had the whole week. All we did was upload assignments to the platform that we use for virtual school, and that's all we did all week.
Okay,
So we did in class school the entire week.
Did you just get snow or did you get ice too?
This storm was mostly snow. Most of the time we get nothing but ice, but this one was mostly snow. And cold weather. And it was because of the rolling blackouts that they were doing. We still have kids in our district that don't have power here in Yukon. So.
I'm hearing about that in Texas. I didn't realize they were doing that in Oklahoma too.
Yeah. We never got our power.
We had a horrible weather. I mean, yesterday everything is starting to melt. I think it's probably the same thing for Danny. And because my pool is it had a big, thick piece of ice on the top, except for where the pump gets the water out. Thank goodness I didn't have any blackouts because that pool was gonna break for sure. So yeah, it was pretty bad. I never seen it this way in Oklahoma before. Right, Danny? I mean, it's been usually we get weather, but then within 2 days everything is gone. And this time it's been for a long period of time. It's been crazy.
It's been a whole week.
Yep.
Funny, you guys are getting kind of like the snow's melting here, but now we're getting a cold front now.
You're getting a cold front there?
Yeah. It's coming
Watching
in.
one of my Disney buddies yesterday, he was saying it was 86 degrees there.
Yeah, it was hot this week.
Well, it's funny, I'm up. I work mids this week, and most of you probably know Heather from Asamoah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She's up for some reason always at night. So we've been going back and forth just chatting, and she's talking about 68 degrees at night down there, and it was going to be 80 during the day. As we're getting single digits up here in New Hampshire, of course.
Right.
Welcome in NDT show. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Nathan, good to see you, buddy.
Oh, okay. So Daniel, I'm going to throw the link down here again to anyone that wants to come up.
You're back, Raph.
You're back.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's probably the connection with my my computer here.
Are you guys both having problems because of are you having problems with the internet because of the snow and everything, the weather?
We haven't, thank goodness.
Tyler, I got a question for you. I know Danny and Raphael have met quite a few people from YouTube on their travels and the stuff they're doing. Have you met anyone yet in person?
Only one person so far. That was Sean and Steph. Those are the only people I actually met in person.
Very cool.
Okay.
I haven't met anyone else yet, but I met people who subscribe to me, but not any ones that I specifically watch or know. Because again, when I was just getting started in the cruising and YouTube when the whole thing happened. So
right. Yeah, that's the thing. Now you'd like to throw something out there and just say, "Hey, I'm going to be at Magic Kingdom," and you don't know who's going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That
I got
family you
plans to
met,
meet a couple of people. I got plans to meet a couple of people from the Disney genre down there again, and also meet up with our Darren, Magnificent Germany with Darren.
Now, is he going to Disney? Because Darren, that's a little bit of a ride for Darren, or is he?
Well, it's because he's going to be at his hometown, Ocala, Florida, which is only like 45 minutes away from Orlando.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, that'd be the second time you've met with Darian, right?
Third time.
Third time, okay.
Yep. They're all having a big old deal down in Helen, Georgia. The day that we leave to go to Disney, they're going to all meet up in Helen, Georgia. Him and Blaine and Ford Man, Kenny, and also Miss Ermy, who's a big supporter of all of ours. They're going to meet up in Helen for some spaghetti ice.
Oh, are they really?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Awesome. Yeah, I think Blaine was talking about that. There's
right.
More than a dozen of them now meeting up down there. And I think a few of them are staying, or most of them are probably staying overnight.
Oh, yeah, they're staying at a hotel.
Yeah, also, tomorrow I might go meet Amy Keppert at her restaurant. It depends on how long we stay at the aquarium and all that, but that's the plans. But plans.
You already messaged her, Raph?
Well, I mean, I talked to her on the chat and yesterday in one of the channels, and she says she was working on Saturday, so hopefully I don't have her phone number.
It's an outback, right?
I'll let you know. I'll give you the info.
Okay.
For sure, like the exact restaurant and all that.
Okay, that'd be great because she told me like southwest of Fort Worth, but
right.
If you have the exact directions, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll get it to you.
Yeah, she met up with Darian, I think, last week too.
Yep, Darren and Mark Finley. Yep.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get some blooming onion.
I've never had that. Is it good?
Oh, it's delicious. Yeah. I used to have a machine that you can make the blooming onion. Oh,
so good.
What is
this calories? It's so good.
There's a special dressing or batter that you put on it, right?
Yeah,
it's like a Thousand Island kind of dressing, I would say.
The kick to it, yeah,
something similar to that.
Okay. Do you hit most of the restaurants down in Florida, Tyler?
We got a lot of them. Mostly everyone that's around the country down here, especially even the regional chains from maybe up Seattle or something. We'll have some of those down in Florida near Disney.
All the nice restaurants in Florida, and we always gravitate towards the Golden Corral for some reason.
Golden Corral.
But there's this one meal that holds us the whole day. So
are those still open?
Yeah, they're actually the one closest to me in Orlando was the first one to reopen in the whole state. And yeah, they're open. You just have to wear your mask and put gloves on, I think, and you serve yourself still, though. It's still
you still serve yourself. Wow.
You do serve yourself.
At least that's what the one in near where I live. Some of them are different where they serve it for you. Depends on the local city, but where I live, you can go get gloves on and serve yourself.
That's one thing.
Go ahead, Danny.
That's one thing I'll really enjoy hopefully they'll change about cruising is the fact that you won't be serving yourself.
Yeah.
We don't do buffets just because of the fact that you never know. Some little kid comes up like Landon or somebody around like his age or whatever, sneezes, or some old man like picks his nose and then he sticks it in the bread or whatever. You never know what you're going to get with there.
At all my 11 cruises, totally right. I've seen some crazy things in the buffet.
I believe it. I can laugh when they actually serve us, like Luby's does.
Yeah.
I've seen people getting out of the bathroom without washing their hands.
All the time.
It's I think only 1 out of every 3 people wash their hands. After they
really? At least every night I'll see, after dinner, every night I'll probably go to the bathroom and I'll see, 5 people walk out of the bathroom not washing their hands.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like you feel like you want to say something, but then you don't want to be in trouble for saying something, or somebody beating you up for saying something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. For something like that, it's innocent ones too. I was sitting there once, and these teenagers came up. They probably grabbed pizza at home, because it's a finger food, and they're reaching and grabbing all the slices of pizza. They actually did get reprimanded by one of the people there, but people do that all the time with the bread.
Yeah, the thing I won't eat at the Golden Corral is the chocolate fountain. Because you'd be surprised how many people put their hands in that chocolate.
Yeah.
But most times now, don't they put it behind glass? Because places I've been that have it, you give them the skewer and they actually dip it for you.
The one closest to my house, I believe, still self-service. You still can go in there and grab things, put it in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Blaine says Golden Corral's closed with 2 out of 3 are out of business. So
Funny one of the Golden Corrals where I live at in Orlando is now a tax collector's office now.
Yeah, because they have the country buffet and the home buffet. They're all the same owners.
I got to tell you, Tyler, you look pretty good today. Your signal, everything.
I'm on a different computer in a different studio now.
Wow.
But how do you get a better signal?
It's just a different computer, and
closer to the
computer I used to go live. This computer right now, I can't actually go live on because the OBS will crash the computer. The computer has no storage, so it only really runs StreamYard. Right. Somehow, the other computer I use for going live, it won't connect to StreamYard properly. It'll be all laggy and glitchy, so it's interesting.
It's always something. I'm wondering what's going to happen to me because, as you know, I'm losing my job here in a month. And I had to return my computer. So I'm going to have to use this relic.
That stinks, man.
I'm going to have to use this relic over here. This is the original Surface.
I have a Surface too, and it's...
So I don't know how I'm going to be editing videos because I don't have a computer to edit videos.
Yeah. That's a problem I got with the Surface Pro. It's not... It's not fast with editing. I DJ on this and it still crashes every night, so it's terrible. I mean, it's good for doing schoolwork or stuff, but even that makes the computer all glitchy.
I fixed an older lady computer. She ordered a new one from Amazon, so she gave me her old one. So am I gonna try to rig it up and make it just for editing, to at least have something where I can edit.
Right.
Because
I bought a computer just for editing because I was running into that problems. And the software I had wasn't quite the one I wanted, so I had to go buy an Apple, and that one was expensive, but it works good with the hard drives and stuff.
Yeah, we do have an iMac on my daughter's room, but it's one of those that they watch the screen and they have the DVD on the side, so it's not a new one. So I mean, it's all we have here is older computers. They are all at least 10 years old. So I gotta miss my laptop.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Welcome in,
Aaron Jennison.
Well, even the one, mine's only a year old now, but you wonder how long it's gonna be able to sustain all these videos that we're keeping on that computers.
Do you put them on a hard drive?
Well, I have one hard drive that I was putting them on, and now I can't access the hard drive. I did buy a new one. So you're right. I got to back it up.
That's what I just got, Raph.
What brand is that?
This one is... I'm trying to see if I can see the...
Best Buy has them right now, John, on sale. 5 terabyte one for like $100 or something like that.
That's
a ton of storage.
I got this one very cheap too a while back, but I wish it was a SSD because you can still feel it vibrating.
Right.
I got 2 hard drives. I got a G drive and I think another Tomash one or something like that. They're good, but yeah, you go through a lot of storage when you're making videos, especially now because I found a way for editing to make it go faster on my computer is to edit off the hard drive or the whole software is on the hard drive, so it doesn't use up CPU. So that's what I used to go edit on Final Cut Pro.
And it works.
It's a really good
That
idea.
one is a 4 terabyte, and this one is a 1 terabyte.
Yeah, I think it's a 1 terabyte. That's all I got. I don't have 4 terabyte yet. I should go invest in a 4 terabyte though.
I'm getting a 5.
Yeah, but if you can get a SSD, try to get the SSD better, even if it's a lower, how you call it, the storage.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
it's going to be
question for all
much
of you guys.
faster, and it will be more protected.
Okay, so a question for all of you guys: do you back up your videos while you're on vacation, or do you not do that?
Oh, I do.
I don't.
I have not done it yet, and I'm always afraid I'm going to lose that SD card. But no, I have not done that yet because I'm afraid don't have a hard drive. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna start
I take my
taking that
computer,
thing with
so
me that Raph has. I'm gonna take it with me on trips. It's small enough you can take it with you, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I usually take my Surface and my hard drive on vacation. So I hook it up, the SD card, then I move it to the hard drive.
Right.
That's one thing I don't like about the newer Surface Pros is they don't have an SD card slot.
Oh, this one doesn't either. I mean, this one has, I believe, it only has one USB. So I have to move it to the Surface first, and then to the hard drive.
Have you seen the converters, Tyler?
Yeah, I have one of those. I have two of them actually. Those HDMI to not HDMI, but USB to SD card.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one has a small. It has a.
Using a computer, you have to buy one of those HDMI splitters where they'll have like one HDMI cord into three.
Right.
There you go. It has a small SD card right there, just the tiny ones.
Yeah, my computer doesn't have that one. I'll check, but yeah, mine doesn't have that.
That's the mini SD.
Yeah.
I haven't even brought my computer on vacation yet, because all this went to kaput before I really started vlog type stuff. So it's just a point and shoot camera. That's all I've been using right now.
I brought it on one cruise, the Harmony of the Seas, which was 2 years ago. That was my first true cruise vlog, and after that, my computer ran out of memory, or my SD card or something ran out of memory. So I was like, okay, I'm not bringing my computer on a cruise again, and haven't brought it since. But now when I get I think I'm gonna buy an Apple just so I can edit on the go and backup footage. Because next cruise I plan to go on, I'm gonna try to film a lot of content. But yeah, I definitely should probably bring in my computer on a trip, so make sure with the whole storage, because that's a big mistake I heard a lot of people make. They'll film on the SD cards, and then their SD card will either go haywire or get water in the SD card, and all your footage is gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. With the deals coming out too, they're probably going to start handing out free internet left and right with the packages. So, because I've never gotten internet on the ship. Have you guys?
Same here. Never paid for internet. Royal Caribbean on the Oasis class, though, they kind of have like the internet for the phone. And I found a hack on like the Harmony where you would able to go on YouTube, and you can go on YouTube for free. You just couldn't watch the videos. You would be able to pop up the live chats though, and because the internet, the bandwidth was slow enough that you couldn't actually stream a video, but you could go on like the YouTube chats or Gmail or anything, and you can actually get the free Wi-Fi. But Coco Key also has free Wi-Fi too. We were at Coco Key, and Coco Key is free Wi-Fi, and you can stream, upload the whole video on Coco
Tyler, I seen it both ways, Tyler, on Coco Key. I seen it work the first time I went there, and it didn't work the next time. So I wonder if they were testing it.
All my through 2 cruises I went to Coco Key. I swear I bought like 3 of them I went to recently, but I only brought my phone for 2 of them. Both times they worked successfully. I was able to upload YouTube videos, surf the internet, stream.
Yeah, I went there in October of 19, and then again on February of last year. The October one worked, February didn't. Because I was expecting it.
2 months
I was expecting it to work, and they say, no, sir, you have to have the package.
He's saying there's different levels too, I guess.
Because it was amazing. You go on the island. I was streaming. I was doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
to Facebook.
It was nice that the internet was free on the island,
and it worked very good.
And no one knows about it either. People didn't think it was free, but yeah, sure enough, the internet was free, and it was high speed too. It wasn't slow ship internet. It was crazy fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to upload a 20-minute 4K time lapse when we were leaving Port Canaveral. Raw 4K footage, and it only took like a minute to upload, and it was a good gigabyte of footage.
Yep. Yeah, I was on the pool, on the big pool in there by the bar, and I was, talking to my kids on WhatsApp and then looking at Facebook. I mean, it was like I was at home. It was great.
Yeah, it was nice too that they was free on the Wi-Fi. I wonder if they got rid of it now. That's the one thing I wonder. People was telling about it and they got rid of it now because people were know that it was actually free.
Yeah, like I say, they were probably testing it, and we all went on the testing period because
and the thing that was interesting was even though there are two different ships like Navigator and Harmony, they have two different Wi-Fi antennas. Like the Harmony has OB3, which is like the high-speed internet, which is like Vroom, what they call on the cruise ships. And Navigator has the older Wi-Fi antennas, which are slower internet. And yet the speed was still the same because I believe talking to the Wi-Fi guy or the technician on the ship, and he said the ships provide the Wi-Fi for Coco Key, so there's no Wi-Fi antenna at Coco Key actually, except for the crew. There's one for the crew at Coco Key, but other than that, all the Wi-Fi from for Coco Key for the guests are used from the ship's Wi-Fi, which is interesting.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Because we were on the Navigator, and we were there for an extra day. But our cruise originally booked, and we got 1 day at Coco Key, and they extended it to 2 days at Coco Key. And second day, I stayed on the ship. Because it was supposed to be a sea day, so I stayed on the ship, and I went to the back, where they park back, and they have like the aft area, and there was a Wi-Fi extender at the back of the ship, big one.
Wow.
On a tripod, facing the island.
That is cool. So when I went the first time, the Navigator was the only ship, but when I went the second time, both the Mariner and the Navigator were there.
Yeah, we were on the Mariner. We were on the Navigator. The Mariner followed us for every single port call. Ever since we left Miami, the Mariner met us in Coco Key, and we stayed along for the whole entire cruise because Royal Caribbean upgraded our cruise from we originally only had one stop at Coco Key, and then they upgraded us to a second call, but back to back. So we had a Nassau, then Coco Key. So it was nice seeing the same ship because we basically, after we left Nassau, I have some crazy helipad photos. But we were basically following the ship, like right next to each other. We were close, sailing together, all the in between port calls.
What
is
it
as nice as they show it? Is Coco Key as nice as it looks?
It's beautiful, and let me tell you, John. In October, we had the chance of they had the extended hours at Coco Key, and they had night shows. I don't know if you've seen those blogs on my channel. But they were like flying things out of the water and with lights and fireworks and live music. It was amazing. The nighttime at the island was incredible, but they only tested it for like a month.
Yeah, then they got rid of it because the pandemic. They couldn't had time to do it again because the pandemic happened and they weren't able to do it again. But I tell you, we did the double dipping. We didn't stay over longer hours, but the double dipping was just nice too. I mean, it was nice going to the island twice. The island, people like to say it's too theme parky, but I personally love the island. There's so much to do there and so much free things to do too. Compared to
you have to pay twice for the slides.
What?
Do you have to pay twice for the slides since you went?
They actually sold, I believe, when our cruise, they had a pass where you would pay for 1 day and you would get the next one free or something like that. Buy one, get one free. But some cruises, they weren't offering that. Some cruises, they were. So we bought the water park for the 1 day just because we didn't think we wanted to go back. But that water park's nice, though, for it being on an island.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. That red slide, oh, my goodness. I mean, the last turn, if you're not careful, I mean, you get all that water in your face.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But I did notice that you did the how do you call it, the zip line.
Yeah, the zip line's nice.
Is that just one time around, or you can keep going?
Yeah, so it's only one time around. So there's 3 towers, I believe, and there's one time around. It's about a 20-minute tour.
So it's
the zip line itself, I've done the one. Raphael, you ever been to Labradee before?
No.
So that one is their other island, and that one they have like a mile-long one. I like the one in Labradee better than the one at Coco Cay because the one at Coco Key is a tower, so you only get like a good 10 seconds of ride, and then you have to walk up another flight of stairs, which was a downgrade. But you got some pretty cool views going over the wave pool, going over the water slides. And then that final one where you go across the lagoon where the former tenders used to come in, that's the cool part right there.
But money-wise, I don't think it's worth it. If
It's not worth it.
time.
They charge way too much. It's not even like $30. It's like a good $100 to do it. It's not worth it, my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Some cruises though with Royal Caribbean, they don't charge, like, it fluctuates in between cruises. Like some cruises, it's $75. Some cruises, it's $150. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was
You
just
have
gonna
to
say
check
that.
every day. Check the price every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that it's like it was 39 on someone's cruise, and a couple of weeks later it was over 100. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the water park. When we did the water park, we got it on a deal for $29 on our Navigator cruise. Because we booked like 3 cruises. We had Harmony, and then Navigator, then Mariner, and Navigator was only $29, but Harmony was $150 for the water park. And then Mariner was $50 because it was in February. But still, it's just like crazy how much the price is.
Yeah, I paid $29 because I keep checking every day. If you check every day, if you see a lower price, cancel, rebook, rebook. Same thing with the liquor package.
Yeah.
Same thing. Anything that you book with Royal, check every day because those prices go change every single day.
The only people I felt the most sorry for this last year, the people who scored that like $10 drink package on Royal Caribbean, and they could never use it because of the pandemic. But
yeah, that's right.
Got, like, crazy. Actually, one of my family members got that crazy drink package, like $10 a day drink package deal. I mean, they're giving away liquor there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll probably just give them the $10 back, right? And that's it.
Yeah, because I know originally Royal Caribbean came out and canceled the thing. They said you could not have the drink package, but then they're like, okay, fine, it's our mistake. We'll actually allow you to take $10 drink package a day. Which is crazy because this one drink on Royal Caribbean costs you $10. So, I mean, you drink one drink, you're good.
Yeah, the mixed drink's like $15, so close to that. So, Raphael, have you ever gotten the drink package on the ship, or Danny?
Nope.
I did the last 2 times. I went on. There was one time that this last time, only my wife got it and not me, because since we took the kids, we got 2 rooms. See, if you have 2 adults on the same room, they won't let you just get one. You have to get both, or you have to get one, and then the other one has to get a drink package, like a soda package.
That's smart right there.
But my wife and I, we were in 2 different rooms. So my wife got it, I didn't. And, we kind of share some drinks on the last time.
Yeah, if you can do that. We did that one time way back with NCL. We had a room, and my kids had separate rooms, and there were 5 of us basically drinking on one. Trying to think. Oh, I guess it would have been 2 on 2. So we paid for 2, and then 5 of us were drinking on it. So that's where you save money.
I know, like Royal Caribbean, they got this nice. They gave you a nice soda cup, though, like the 50-year.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
That is nice.
This is my favorite one.
And those work on the Coke machine. So whenever you get the liquor package, you get one of those. So my wife will order a drink. I have the cup, so she will dump the drink on my cup, and then she will go get herself another drink.
Because I like Royal Caribbean compared to like all the other ones. Is Royal Caribbean, they have those Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, which are nice.
Yep. They are very nice. And you got the 50-year anniversary. Did you get the cake at dinner too?
Because we did 2 cruises that year, and we got those cakes. They're nice cakes. The only problem is they don't like give them to you. Like when we were on our Navigator and we got it, they only gave you like 2 a table. You have to like ask for more. They couldn't it was kind of weird, but. Yeah, the 50-year Bold Cup is my favorite cup. I collect a lot of the older ones from the cruises, but this is my favorite one of all the ones they have. The new ones that they come out with before the pandemic, they look like the theme park ones. They were large and they had it wasn't that nice, but that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that one has a little chip on the bottom that works on the freestyle machines, and sometimes if you do a back-to-back, sometimes they still work because they don't get canceled right away.
Yeah, I think we were on the Mariner, and I saw someone else did that. And and when you put the Coca-Cola machine in, it says you have free refills until this date. I think it was we were on the cruise on the 13th. I think mine went to February the 13th of next month. I went for a whole month. You could use the cups theoretically.
That's the way they go. And Disney started that, and it sounds like everyone's going with that same technology.
Isn't Disney the drinks free though? Like the soda drinks free though on the ships?
Oh, I was talking the parks.
Well, on the ships they're only free. They're only free on the pool deck. On the pool deck, there's 2 soda stations. Oh, and they also get them at the dining room. But if you go to a bar, they will not give you a soda for free. You have to pay for it.
Well, that's weird that they would think. I guess it's smart, but at the same time, you could just take an extra few feet.
So you will have to take your extra steps with your cup and the cups that they have there, they're about this tall. So you bring your own cup and then fill it up. I mean,
yeah,
that's what I did. It's like the popcorn. The popcorn is not free either. So what we did on Disney, we will go to the buffet, grab ourselves some fries, chicken fingers, finger food, then fill up our drinks, and then go to the movies, and then have our snacks with the drinks. And so we didn't miss popcorn, believe me. But then again, the popcorn buckets, they're collectible. So if you go on Halloween, they have some cool ones.
So they have the same popcorn buckets on the cruise ship that they have in the parks, huh?
They got some cool ones, I tell you. Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I didn't know that part.
Are they refillable?
They are refillable for a lower cost.
Do they have the different sippers too? The drink cups? Or just the popcorn buckets?
I don't think about the drink. Yeah, I don't think they have drink cups. They might have some drink cups for like the drink of the day, because Disney doesn't have a drink package. So what you want to do in Disney, you want to drink the drink of the day.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
It's a discounted price. And they bring it to you in a collectibles cup, but you can order it without being in a collectibles cup, and you get it for a lower price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of popcorn, like Royal Caribbean, as you're mentioning, the popcorn's expensive, but unlike Disney, I don't think Royal Caribbean is like a small, like plastic, like popcorn bag. It isn't that big. It's paper. You ever seen that on there? The main ships with the theater. They're not worth the money, in my personal opinion. I know what they pay.
I'm not paying for popcorn on a ship.
It's the cheapest thing to make, and they charge for it. You think they'd want to fill you up with popcorn?
No, because then you don't go.
It's free for the movie Under the Star. I'm not sure though. I think the popcorn's free for Princess. The one in the movies Under the Star when they have that comes out.
What I think is pretty worth it in Disney is actually their dining experience, like Apollo. I believe it's like $50 per. So it's not too expensive, and it's good food, good Italian food.
Yeah, never done a specialty restaurant just yet. Looking forward to trying one soon. Actually, technically, the only specialty restaurant I've done was Johnny Rockets, but I haven't done one of the real ones yet.
Yeah, Johnny Rockets, I didn't feel like I needed to order a burger on a ship, pay extra for the Johnny Rockets. I don't know. I like
Rockets is a better burger because the one in the Windjammer is not that good. But a hack, though, if you want a good burger on that ship, just go to the main dining room. They make a good burger.
I like the Mexican place in the pool deck.
That's a new concept for Royal Caribbean done, and I really
on the Navigator. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a good concept.
What is it called? Fresh or
El Loco Fresh, I believe.
El Loco Fresh, yeah.
It's good stuff.
That is good. It's probably like the iguana on Carnival or whatever they're talking about.
Blue
iguana.
It's probably something like that. Yeah.
That's all I've ever been on. Well, no, it's not. I've been on Princess one time. The first time I went to Alaska, I went on a what is it called? Diamond Princess, I think it was the cruise ship. And then other than that, every other cruise has been on Carnival.
Yeah, we're supposed to have been to Alaska this last year on Princess, but of course it didn't happen.
I'd like to do it. I'd like to do a Princess for Alaska. It sounds like it's probably the best cruise line to do it, but I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, they look like a great cruise line to do Alaska for sure. I think my grandparents did Alaska on Princess, and they had a great time.
So Tyler, are you gonna be on the breakaway on 2023?
Can't say as of right now, but probably not just because it's out of the state, but not quite sure yet though. It's a while away. I mean, by then I think I'll be close to graduating, so we shall see.
That could be a graduation gift to yourself.
I was just wondering how, I mean, the Breakaway has the cards on the top, right?
No, not the Breakaway, because I think the Breakaway is one of the original ones. I think the only ones that have the go-karts are the Bliss, the Joy, and then the Encore.
So what the Breakaway has?
The Breakaway has the water slides and.
Okay, I was just wondering how much they charge for those bumping cards or whatever.
We did the go-karts, Raph, on the Bliss last year, and they were $20 for. How many times around? 6 times or 8 times around? I'd rather they didn't even have them on there. You know, they take up the whole top deck, and we did that. And we did the laser tag, which was, I think that was $5 a person for 2 5-minute games.
Really? Like they charge for the laser tag.
Yeah.
In Royal, they don't charge for the laser tag.
Also, I think NCL, the laser tag's outside though in a big arena, so that's not actually like it's a custom built area, so they kind of have to charge for it because it uses up so much space on the ship. It's not like the Royal Caribbean one, it's in the ice skating rink. It's actually on a.
Yeah, they blow it up. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
what about the roller coaster on the Mardi Gras? What do you know any of the prices yet?
I can tell you the price. You won't believe it. You want to make a guess first before I tell you the price?
Free?
Is it right, hold on. Before I tell you the price, is this like for one ride?
Yeah, as I think unlimited rides for the whole cruise. I know there's going to be a line or something, but as of right now,
unlimited rides.
I don't know how it will work with the whole, pandemic thing.
Probably
reservations, but
$200.
As of right now, it's unlimited rides for free.
$200.
Yeah, but as of right now, again, it's free. So
it's free.
Yep.
Yeah, can you imagine the wait? You probably never get on it though.
Wow.
Because the other problem I see with the Bolt with the Mardi Gras is you can control your own speed, which is a good thing for publicity and ads, and everyone can go on it. The only problem I see is if someone goes 14 miles per hour around the track, it's going to take them forever to go around. So the line's just going to be random.
That's a good point.
The operation won't be like
then with the 6 feet apart and COVID restrictions and all that kind of stuff.
Did you see the video of someone going on already? Mm-hmm. It's nice. I mean,
it's sick. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing the Mardi Gras in Port Canaveral. Hopefully next month. Fingers crossed if she comes over. But I can't wait to see her. That ship's amazing.
Where is she right now? Is she still overseas?
Yeah, she's in sitting off at the Barcelona anchorage. She's supposed to be back in Barcelona on the 1st of March, and then but who knows where she'll come and when she'll come to Port Canaveral. Because Port Canaveral doesn't have a public schedule, and the only good news with the Mardi Gras as of right now is that she's on the CDC's website right now. So that means they plan to sail her before November.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was it? It's supposed to go out in February, right? And then it was April or something. And
yeah, now I think it's May now.
Well, okay, yeah, because Carnival's one of the ones who have a chance to May cruises.
May is not going to happen.
No.
Yeah. Only cruising I see happening in May is the local ferry in between the cruise ports. No,
that's
the only cruising I see happening in May. Not that many.
No, and the thing is, they still have the test cruise they have to do, right? Didn't someone say there's a 2-month turnover between when you apply for the test cruise and when you actually do
I think I said that a while back, and it's still that case. You have to 2 months out until you can do your test cruise.
So how do you apply for these things?
This is for the cruise lines. They have to apply via the website, which the CDC website. That's for the cruise lines. I don't know how
for passengers. Okay.
Yeah, we don't. The Royal Caribbean has a Volunteer of the Seas program, but I think it's just a publicity stunt personally because there's no way that they're going to have random people come on the cruise line. They're probably going to pick the top loyalty people to come on the test cruises if they even need public people.
Right. Yeah, they're either friends of the employees or all sorts of stuff like that. I agree with you. They can't just grab anyone without knowing health conditions and all that stuff.
Yeah. It will be interesting because, again, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and, a lot of people are saying, oh, test cruise will be happening next month, but same time, the facts don't prove that, because if Chris Wong, he's the crew member he's currently, I think he works in the casino department, and he says he's got a contract, and he's been saying he's not going back until midsummer, so it will be interesting to see.
Yeah, there's a couple people online that it's really weird, and they are still in the dark on a lot of this stuff going on, that the Carnival is still telling them they're coming back in April or May, this or that. So I don't think they're handing out the information that much to their employees.
Yeah, according to what Chris Wong says, is he hasn't quite given out to publicly what the ship he's going to be heading on, but he says the company is still working on the vaccine. They don't know if they're going to be getting the vaccine on the ship, or they'll be getting at their home countries. They're still working on the details. It's really interesting because most of the major cruise lines are saying the crew have to have the vaccine. So it will be interesting to see how they're going to do all that to all the crew on the ship now, and the crew that will be joining the ship.
Let's see.
Hey, Lori.
Welcome in, Laurie. And I think I missed Tommy a little earlier. Tommy Dodson.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
I agree. I've heard of that. Since I went to Alaska on the Princess Cruise Line, there were people on our cruise with us that had done the land portion as well. So that would be something that'd be kind of cool to do.
I know Princess and Holland America, they're keeping their lodges open this year. So if anyone wants to go to Alaska and stay at a Princess Lodge, they're keeping it open this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen with Alaska? Do you think they're going to do anything to get people over there, or they're just going to eliminate
the only
season?
cruising I see happening in Alaska is the smaller cruise lines, such as Uncruise, and maybe another small American cruise line. But the problem is, I'm doing a show today on American Cruise Line, and the ship that American Cruise Line is supposed to have in Alaska is all the way over in Cambridge in Massachusetts. So in Delaware, excuse me. So it ain't going to be happening. American Cruise Line ain't doing Alaska because their ship that's supposed to be sailing out of Alaska is in Cambridge in Delaware.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't really think Alaska's happening this year, just because, again, test cruises with the major cruise lines, they're trying to focus on the Bahamas and stuff, not Alaska. So I think Alaska's personally over this year.
So you don't think the government is going to make an exception for Canada?
Even if they do, the cruise lines they have their ships, but that's not the problem. The cruise lines don't exactly have the time, because even if they ain't going to do the test cruises are going to take 60 days to do. So by the time they get their test cruises done, it'll probably be like September or something. And by then the season's over. So I personally don't think it's a possibility that Alaska will happen, but who knows? It could change. It could all of a sudden get some big breaking news, and all of a sudden they can cruise to Alaska and the test cruises can get sped up or something. But yeah, I don't think the test cruises they can't sail.
Those small towns in Alaska, man, they're gonna suffer big time.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know how they're gonna make it, because I mean they're so remote that only the cruise ships go there.
Yeah, luckily one cruise line though said they will definitely be sending all 6 of their ships up to Alaska to help.
Okay,
it's a smaller cruise line called Uncruise, which if you probably watched one of Tony's video a while back, there was that same cruise line last year that sailed to Alaska and they had the virus case on board. So they're trying to do their cruise this year.
I see.
Yeah, that's the thing that Daniel Field says too. You don't think of that. It's not even all the politics going on, but what if you had an outbreak over in Alaska or something like that? Welcome in, Family Travel and Excursions. Putting the link back up here. If anyone that wants to come up, just click on the link. So, Raph, let's switch, segue in some way over to the East Coast on Disney World. Now, have you been there to Disney recently? You've gone on the Disney?
No, during these times. I know Danny has.
This will be your second time this year, right, Danny?
We went on Thanksgiving week, and then we're going to be going on spring break week as well. So, yeah, it'll be our second time since November.
Now, were you going that often before, or is this just a rarity?
Say it again, John?
Were you going to Disney World that often before?
No.
Okay.
No, we're going because our cruise got canceled. We were supposed to be going to the Bahamas out of Galveston on spring break, and second straight year that same cruise got canceled, so we'll be going down to Florida instead.
Are you flying?
This time we are flying.
Because last time you drove, right?
Last time we drove, Kimberly actually found a really, really good deal out of Dallas Love Field. She got round trip tickets for all four of us for less than $400.
That's very good.
Really good.
Unbelievable.
We always like to fly out of Dallas because if you leave from here or from Tulsa, either way, you're gonna end up flying to Dallas anyway.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, guys.
Welcome in, Larry.
Sorry I'm late.
We just drive down to Dallas the night before, or like this one, we're leaving at 6 a.m. So we're just gonna leave here like at midnight, and drive down there.
Oh, ride straight to the airport?
Yep.
That sounds great. Well, welcome in, Larry.
Thank you.
You want to tell us a little bit about your channel, Larry?
A little bit about my channel. So I'm Plum Travelers, as you can see. My name's Larry. My channel is all about traveling, of course. Yeah, our channel is the core of our channel is about just getting out there and inspiring others to get out there and travel, experience the world as much as they can, especially, if you're, a little plumpy like me and have disabilities and stuff. Thanks to Danny, I have a new nickname. So, but yeah, so my channel is all about inspiring others to get out there and traveling.
What's the nickname? I missed that.
Danny calls me Plumpy.
Plumpy, okay. So we can get away with that, huh?
He entered that as his name, John, on one of our Kahoots, one of our game nights. He entered Plumpy, so I've just called him that ever since.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello, Larry.
Now he's stuck with that. You guys ever have this stuff here?
It's a green screen.
What is that?
Green cola?
Yeah, it's a cola. They were charging two something for it, and then all of a sudden last week it was on sale for 99 cents. So I bought 10 bottles. It's a new thing without it's stevia extract, no sugar, no calories, no artificial sweetness, but it does have an aftertaste.
I given up French fries and soda for Lent.
See it, John?
Good job, Raphael.
Yeah, it's a stevia too, right?
Same thing.
Yeah. How do you like it?
Soda or French fries?
Is that the root beer you got there, John?
The what?
Root beer?
No, this is just cola, green cola, they call it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are making me. I actually crave soda pop, but I'm not allowed to have it, and I gave it up 3 years ago. But I still.
Well, Larry, this stuff isn't bad at all, really.
No, it's not necessarily about the bad. I mentally gave it up, like I'm trying to do that.
Oh,
so,
I see.
Yeah, I still love Coke. Was my favorite. I would.
Yeah, I grew up drinking Coke every day.
Hey, did you say hi to Roy and Becky, John?
I think I missed some. Thank you, Danny.
Hello, everyone in chat.
Hello, Roy and Becky. Thank you.
Howdy, Roy. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, Blaine wants a poutine.
Blaine's always wanting poutine.
Yeah.
You know what? I might have poutine for dinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's not
Raph, you said you gave up French fries?
French fries and soda for Lent.
For Lent, yeah.
Maybe I should create a video about poutine for you, Raphael, just for you.
Hey, actually, now that you remind me, I made a video of me making crepes last night. I need to upload it.
Making what?
Crepes.
Oh, crepes. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You thought he said crap, Larry?
Yeah, that's crap. Yeah, but
some crepes.
Crepe.
Some crepes.
So, what are you doing with a Boston Red Sox shirt on, John?
It's a Bruins.
Or sorry, Bruins. That's what I meant. Sorry.
You know, I figured I'd grab something out of my drawer. You know,
Uh,
the years of Titletown up here are over, so gonna start going into the drawer, bottom of the drawer.
you know what? I was actually thinking about uploading as a short the Stanley Cup riot, a video from the Stanley Cup. It's not the actual riot. I have a video that I created that says, you watch, if something happens, these cars that were parked in front of me, they were in a really messed up spot. You knew there was something going on. And sure enough, they ride it, and those cars were demolished. They were the first thing that you seen in the news. Oh,
Yeah, that would be a good one. Oh, don't get scared, everybody. Got a black cat crossing behind you.
That's Charlie. Hi, Dee. Say hi to the camera.
Oh, there's a crepe.
Oh,
Are you? Is that's a video, right, Raph, on your phone? If you wanted to put it down in a link there, I could probably bring it up.
No, I haven't uploaded it yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
we'll be watching for it.
You got the sneak peek.
Sneak creep. They always look good on the ship, but I'm very bland. You know, people put some great stuff in their crepes. I just throw in the Nutella, is it? That's about it.
So that's the only thing I don't do about crepes. I would do all the fruits, all the caramels, everything else, but I just don't do Nutella.
Nutella is the best.
Someone had one on their cruise. I think it might have been Nurse Nancy who had caramel, which I would love.
Yes.
Every time I buy Nutella, I buy 2. That way I can hide one, and then I put the other one in the pantry.
That is a smart move.
Because it's like in and out. It's like every time he goes in, the next day is gone.
See you, Roy.
Tyler, any new ships in yet?
No, again, ever since those Explore the Sea ship came in a few weeks ago, Royal Caribbean has left Port Canaveral. Now it's only Disney coming in about every once a week, I should say, about 5 o'clock. They move their arrivals. They come in and stay overnight instead. They usually would just come in at like 6 in the morning and then leave at 7 at night. But now they come in at 5 o'clock in the evening and then leave the next day at 5 o'clock. So
is that just
it's interesting. But hopefully, with the Mardi Gras coming, we'll be able to get some more ships to Port Canaveral. What's
the word on the street when that's coming in?
Well, there's no really updates yet. My personal belief is it's sitting off over in Barcelona for another 14 days, which I believe is the 14-day crew quarantine thing. You know, they have to quarantine the crew for 14 days. I think they're just having their ship stay off the coast instead of paying for docking fees while the crew are in quarantine. So then when they go back to Barcelona, they pick up the supplies they need and they'll take it over the transatlantic sometime soon. All I know is that the only good news with the Mardi Gras hopefully coming to Port Canaveral is that she's on the CDC website. It's finally, so that's good news.
You know, as Raphael knows, I'm doing training and stuff and going through webinars and stuff. And with all you guys, with all your stories coming out and talking to, you know, the ship, what's his name? Ship Life, Chris Wong, following other, you know, cruise channels. I really have a feeling that it's going to be starting up when they're saying it is, and I'm thinking May. I really do think it's like not necessarily out of Miami or anything, but I'm saying it's going to start. I have that really good feeling.
I hope so.
Welcome
my
to
views are
Najuma
hurting right now.
Hi, Najuma.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not as optimistic as you, Larry. We were talking about this earlier. We think it's probably closer to late fall, but
well, okay. So you're kind of right as well, John. What I'm meaning is everything's going to start moving. You know what I mean? Like the crews getting their training and all that kind of stuff. Like right now, nothing's going on. Nobody knows anything. But what I'm saying is by May, I have a feeling it's going to start, you know, and then it's going to snowball and then
I know Europe's going to be the place to be cruising this year because Carnival and Adid, I think, opened up yesterday. They said they're going to start cruising next month out of in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, if you can get to Europe, I guess, right?
I know like Costa, when they restarted in November of last year, I think it was November, they actually had a ship that was just for international people. So like us Americans could fly over there and get on that ship. They had a ship made just for international people.
So when do you guys all think that the first, let's not reach for the customers, but the first test cruise will go out? Anyone have a guess?
My bet is, as of right now, if crew are flying back to their ships, my bet is September, October.
For a test cruise.
Really? You're thinking that long?
Yeah, because it takes 60 days for them to get approval, so it's going to add in plus time, training, restarting the ship. Yeah, September, October sounds about right.
Yeah, but we're only in February, though, Tyler. But
yeah, but we got even say let's say cruise back to the U.S. Let's say they fly to the U.S. around May because that's the rumored date. They fly to the U.S. around May. They have to do a 14-day quarantine, so you had a month of quarantining on the ship. They get on the ship, then they have to go take training. They have to take their training because most crew haven't been on a ship for a year, so they have to take their training. So that's another month. Then they have to restart the ship, get everything cleaned, all the everything all welded, all the everything maintenance, all the new safety dividers, plexiglass in. So now you're talking about July or August. Then the cruise line says, okay, we're ready to go. Then they have to get the 60-day CDC approval. So then you're now around October. So it's...
Well, it's like I'm saying, like John was saying, in the fall. I do believe that's when all this stuff, but I'm talking about everybody's back on the ships doing what you're saying, getting all that done. That's the start of good things, that we can start being optimistic that something's going to start soon, whenever. Yeah.
I hope they come soon because it definitely will mean a lot for seeing at least one ship sailing from North America. It'll be a big news.
Something interesting I found out doing a webinar. I did a Princess Cruises webinar, and they were saying about the what's it called? See, I've never been on a cruise, but the safety drill. What's it called again?
The muster drill.
Muster drill. Okay, so the virtual muster drill, even though it's going to be virtual, it's going to be able to tell you. You're going to have to. This was Princess, of course, with the medallion thing. They're going to be able to tell if you went by your muster station at some point. Like you don't have to go there, but it has to register you that when you get to that muster drill, you did this, you were there, whatever. You don't have to stay, but it's just, hey, you're in that area because of the medallion class, right? It tracks wherever you are on the ship, and so there's that. And then I can't remember this other thing, but there's some interesting things about this muster drill.
If you have to sign in with your account, Larry, onto that, it'll automatically record the attendance for you.
Yeah.
I know from being a teacher, a lot of things, just as soon as the kid logs in, because it's all linked together.
Yeah.
To be able to tell. Yeah. Ours is all done through Google. Every kid in our school district has a Google account.
Oh, cool.
So like a Gmail email address and all that. So anytime they get signed in, we can see right away. Well,
I like for muster drill with Royal Caribbean because Royal Caribbean has the muster 2.0, which last thing about the Royal Caribbean muster drill people don't know is the way Royal Caribbean made it is it's an open, basically where a company, if you owned a cruise line, you could buy the software for the new muster drill. So
that's cool.
Carnival wants to buy the software for their muster drill, they can easily buy it. I know Norwegian already bought the software for Royal Caribbean's muster, so they can use it on their ships when they restart.
That's pretty neat.
The medallion doesn't work as well as they say.
I was going to respond to that. I'm pretty sure, as in a lot of technology, it's not going to be perfect.
Has anyone other than Raphael done these all-inclusive islands at all? I guess Mexico's on an island, but any of these resorts, I should say.
Mexico's an island. Cozumel.
Well, I guess kind of, if you want to push it, if you want to be technical. You've done one, right, Raphael? You've gone down Mexico once?
I done two.
You did two, okay.
Well, I done more than that, but on the last year I've been done two. One in Cancun and one in Playa del Carmen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the all-inclusive islands for cruises. Oh, I've done the Minor Riviera twice.
And
That was
then,
our
yeah.
closest.
And then I have done Jamaica as well on the sandals.
Actually, Raphael, I wanted to ask you, because this isn't in any of your guys' videos, what is the town of Cancun like at night?
Oh, it has. Well, I mean, now with the COVID, it's not too great, but I mean, it does have a lot of entertainment.
Yeah, like
You know, there's a place that's called Mongos, I think it is, or Mandos.
Yeah.
That there's a place there. It's a dancing club that they have a lot of impersonators.
Yes.
I was actually gonna submit some of those videos from my wife, because my wife went with her friends to the same hotel as all these people are going this week.
Yeah.
She's been there before, and they, then you go to this club where you see impersonators like Michael Jackson or.
You said it's called Mangoes?
Something like that.
They have that here in Oklahoma City. They have a Latin.
Don't quote me on that. It's something tropical like that.
Yeah.
So I was reason why I'm asking, because I only know Playa del Carmen, the nightlife and the day life in Playa del Carmen. I never, because Cancun's a party town. Like, that's the hotel capital of Mexico.
Cancun is all hotels.
Yeah, and so I thought, like, comparative to Playa del Carmen, because I think you've been to
Playa del Carmen is a little bit more settled. I mean, more slower pace kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there's hotels, but there's not that many as in Cancun.
No, of course not. No.
And I mean, Playa del Carmen is still not too developed. I mean, it is developed, but it's not. You don't see the huge Mongos hotel as you see in Cancun. Plus, you have to drive an hour from the hotel. No 10 minutes.
That was the rough part for us when our first trip down there. Our plane was delayed 8 hours in Alberta, because we had to go from British Columbia to Alberta and then Alberta down to Mexico, and we were delayed 8 hours in Mexico, so we didn't get into our resort until 1 a.m. And after leaving at like 3 a.m. to go to our airport here in British Columbia, it was a freaking long day, and then they put us in the wrong room. But hey, that's all adventure. I'm just curious, do you guys react differently to negative stuff that happens on you, or you just take it in stride? Any of you guys?
Negative stuff that happens where?
Like, delays or, wrong things happen or whatever.
Hey, you know my last name, right, Larry? It happens, man. That's when you know a trip is wrong if something doesn't go wrong.
You know they do it on purpose. When they see his name at the airport, this guy needs to be bumped. His family.
Hey, we were driving down to Disney World this past Thanksgiving, Larry, and part of our car flew off on the highway.
Wow. Was it the grandma?
What's that?
Was it the grandma on the seal?
No, it was like the little plastic part that goes over the window to protect it. It just flew off.
I know for me that first trip really got me discouraged, but then now I look back, it's all part of it. It's not, because even our second trip we had a delay and stuff, like even longer delay, but it was actually at the resort, so we get to stay longer at the resort. But
hey, JT, good to see you.
I was negative at first, but now it's just all part of it. I'm gonna take anything that comes at me and just enjoy whatever, even if it is a negative. Like, So I was just wondering how everybody.
You're getting a lot of the RV genre in here, John.
Yeah.
They've been coming in. It's very interesting how,
cool.
And I've been getting some of the Disney too, which is nice. Those are the three genres I'd like to know more about too.
Right.
There's words of wisdom from Blaine to you, Larry.
Take it in stride and look at it as it was meant to be for. Yes, that's right. You're right. Yeah, and and the same with Daniel's thing here too. I remember when I first came back out to British Columbia, we
didn't take that in stride.
There's an exception to the rule right there.
Yeah, my wife gets kind of mad if things like that happen. I mean, he said like, oh, it's like I'm coarse, and it's like I don't. It's like I found it an adventure. It's like great. Another hour here. It's like
you're going on a long cruise and you don't have your luggage. That's kind of tough for them to get your luggage to you. If you're in a hotel or a resort, a little different. But on a cruise,
oh yeah. No, the luggage thing it will bug the heck out of me. If I actually have a story. 3 cruises ago, I cruised with a friend of mine, and we have done 2 cruises together. We went on the Mariner of the Seas.
Oh yeah.
And we got to Miami, and I checked my luggage because I was bringing a bottle of wine for the cruise, so I had to check my luggage. So they lost it. It was 10 minutes before we had to leave to the airport. I mean, to the port on the shuttle, that my luggage showed up at the hotel because I had no clothes whatsoever.
But was the wine still there?
Yeah.
The wine was still there, and he made it to the ship.
All right, that's the important thing.
And Tyler, don't you be bringing no wine with you in your luggage either. What is the drinking age limit in Florida?
21.
21.
Oh, so it's all America is 21.
Yeah, and if you take a cruise, it's still 21. If you take a cruise,
you can't even go on a cruise with someone who is 21 until you are 21.
Wow. Here in
most of Canada, cruise by yourself.
If you do it in Europe, it's 18.
Most of Canada is 19, but there's, I think, 2 or 3 provinces where it's 18.
Germany, you can be like 8 and drinking.
Oh yeah, it's paying the same way, but if you're taking a cruise, they're gonna have to go through the legalities of it.
Right.
Because I mean, there's kids drinking at 14, 10, 12.
I've been asked twice for ID in my life, and once was in America. At a Circle K store. And I was buying 1 liter of Smirnoff Ice, and they said, "Can I see your ID, please?" And that was in 2018. So I was 48. That felt good.
Yeah, I get ID all the time. Yeah, I get ID all the time, and I have no hair.
Like I'm saying, I'm 50 years old, Raphael, twice in my life. Once in America, and once in Canada. It's amazing how, but. Yes, the age limit. I actually like that they do that they ask that.
Yeah, when I waited tables for 10 years, so I ID everybody, because you never know when they send like a private investigator or like a secret shopper, and then they get you. Yeah. Like, why did you serve me a drink?
I was involved with a raid like that. I worked.
You're like, how do you know I'm not under 21? Because I've seen it happen.
It's really bad if you work at a liquor store and that happens. I had a
that's
in a liquor store and that happened to him. He didn't ask for the ID.
I worked at a restaurant in Canada at a bowling alley. It was a restaurant inside of a bowling alley, but we served alcohol, and they raided us. But I know I asked ID if you looked too young, and it's only 19, right? They raided us and closed us down for a couple of days because somebody was complaining that their kid went there and got drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, people age differently, right? Yeah, Blaine. Yeah, I age differently than everybody else.
The island, you go on one of the islands and you can pretty much get it at any age, but
really, wow,
the Caribbean islands. But problem is you can't bring it back on the ship anymore. At least NCL didn't allow that. Do the other cruise lines allow you to bring alcohol back on the ship?
No.
Carnival will let you bring it back, but they store it until you leave.
Right.
They let you bring it back, which days they store it at the at the storage place.
The dining room.
I think Disney allows you to bring beer on board or something like that.
Yeah,
someone said strange on like a really, really family-friendly, kid-friendly cruise. They allow you to bring alcohol back on it, but all these other ones, they.
Well, souvenirs are one thing, and like they said, you can check it, and then you have to pick it up the night before. So I guess you could get pretty hammered the night before if you wanted to go through all your booze then. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Blaine says bad thing is other country. Yeah, kid, which source? Yeah, I know. True.
See, when I was younger, I used to know a lot of adults that would go to liquor store for me. I've been drinking since I was 12.
12, really? Okay.
Well, not drinking like every day. Like I had my first drink at 12.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents have stories of me having getting loaded on wine when I was real young. I guess they thought it was juice or something, and just during Easter.
He makes cool vinyl decals, that's for sure. He made a whole lot. He's down there at Courtside in Arizona where they had that big RV meetup.
Yeah.
He made quite a few for people down there, so he does a great job on them.
So he's got a press or something? Is that a special setup you have to have?
He must have, yeah. But it's really cool. I know a few people that have gotten them.
I was actually going to get into it here, but there's already enough people here in my town that
do it. No.
I wouldn't make enough money doing it.
Right.
But I would love to do it. I love that decal stuff.
I didn't realize there's a big community out there of people exchanging those. I watched the video last night and made a comment to the guy, how nice his things were. And I guess people exchange. Have you guys ever exchanged decals with another channel or anything?
The RV genre, they're huge on like swapping stickers.
Right.
Stuff like that. We do have stickers in our shop now, but I haven't ordered any of them. But
I just launched my merch.
We do have some stickers
playing around with all that.
Okay, there's one there. Yeah, I guess it's just a way to get your name out. People.
Right.
I finally got around to making my merch, and it takes a while to do.
Who are you going through, Tyler?
Teespring.
Oh, you're doing that too, yeah.
I'm so angry with Teespring because I see everybody else using their thing, and then they'll use a YouTube logo within their, like Raphael's got on his shirt there. I did that with a mug for what's her name, Lori Sims. She won a mug, and I had just made it, and I sent it to her, paid for it, and sent it to her. And and a day later, I got an email from Teespring saying that they canceled my design due to copyright. But everybody else is using YouTube's logo and everything in their stuff. It's like, what? That's the only thing.
The YouTube logo, you have to be careful. Because, I mean, this one has YouTube, but if you look at it, it's not really their logo. It is similar, but not the same. And because when I did my hat, my yellow hat, they tell me the same thing. It's like this logo is copyright. So then I made it a little bit, changed a little bit, and then they say then you can use it.
So what are you making different then?
Maybe just the proportion. Maybe just a proportion of it or something.
I think theirs is not. Theirs is not like a novel or something. I don't know. It is what it is.
Huh.
Did you hear that story, Danny? You were away.
What's that?
Remember how Lori Sims won that mug?
Right.
Well, I told you I was making a new design the next day. Well, I made it. And, there's the hit emoji. I sent her the mug. And a day later, Teespring emails me saying that they canceled my design. Cool. I like that. I like that.
Kelly's Vanderella.
Yeah, I really like that one.
It's like a holographic.
Holographic, yeah. I like that. That is cool.
How many?
That one there. I was going to mention that. I saw that on the mug. Somebody got a mug the other. I really like that mug. I got to get one of her mugs.
Yeah, the only mug I have here today is the Team KC. Actually, I haven't seen them online for a while.
Oh, right.
They have not been doing it for a while. They take a little bit of a break.
So we've been camping with them, Larry. We've been camping with Johnny and Kelly before.
Have you? Nice.
At
you know who I haven't seen and it worries me is Brad Nino. He's like disappeared.
That's right. That's a good point. I haven't seen him.
I bet. Okay, so I follow him on Facebook, and I think there was a death or something, and so he's been not him, of some official or something. I keep seeing pictures almost daily.
And it's on his account.
Yep.
Because I'm also friends with him, and I haven't seen anything, so I might have to check.
I'm what do you call it? I pay, like you said. You said you do the same thing, $1 something a month or something.
Yeah, $1.99.
Yeah, I do that with him.
But yeah, I send him a messenger, and he usually answers within minutes. I haven't received an answer. I know he had to change his house because some issues with the landlord and the money, and he was begging for money because he had to change houses and stuff like that. And then he disappeared after that. So
I haven't been around his channel in a while, so
I'm worried because he was always there.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's funny how you follow someone and you don't even realize they drop off, until after a while.
My guess with Sean and KC, Raphael, is KC's paying an awful lot of attention to his cooking channel.
Yeah, I believe you sent me the name. I have to go back to your message and look at it because I enjoy their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I talked to him actually fairly recently, and they're just kind of taking a step back. Like everyone else, you're running out of material, and they don't want to keep going to the well for older stuff. So that's why he's kind of going off right now to the cooking part of it. But I think they're hoping to come back once things turn around a little. They ran one live, I think it was just one live in January because they had that contest.
Yeah, they had a contest.
I know I was running out of content and I had to take a break last month. I took almost the whole month off of creating videos, but now I figured out what I want to go with my direction, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can continue to make content that's new, because that's a problem. I don't want to go put older videos back out.
Right.
But your videos have so much quality that you can make shorts out of them.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, now, has any of you guys had any, I was looking at Sherry's stuff. My God, she's gone through the roof with those shorts.
I don't understand. I
have the most success, it seems like. I got a video yesterday, P&O Arvia, brand new ship for P&O. I made a video, quick video. I was saying all this, the name of the ship and yada, yada, yada. One day, it hasn't even been a day the video came out yet. One day, it's got basically 3,000 views.
Holy cow.
How many?
That's fantastic. But the thing is, it gets to 3,000 and then it drops, right? Did it drop?
No, mine kept on. It doesn't keep on going up, but it didn't flatten out. It still has.
But it's still going. Okay, that's good.
Because it got 2,000 last night, and then I got this morning. There's 3,000, so it still kept on going. It wasn't as crazy as it first hit the first 1,000. It wasn't. It was the first 1,000, then it was kind of flying, but it still kept on climbing.
Like the one that I have that has 14,000. You have 5,000 in the morning, and then at the end of the day, got almost 14, but then it drops. So that's why I don't understand about Sherry's. How is it getting 1 million? Because usually on the shorts, I don't know your experience or everybody, but it goes and then you don't get any more.
I think if everybody knew that, we would all be getting 1 million views, though, Raphael.
It's gotta be something with YouTube pushing her or something, or it got so many views that it says, okay, this is a good video, let's keep it going.
I've got one been going slow for 2 weeks.
It has to do good with your audience already. So before YouTube pushes us to the short shelf, like my video I posted yesterday, it had like 20 more views than normal, and then it hit the short shelf. So it has to do better in your audience that you have now. So your people who watch the content all the time have to really like the video, or it has to get a big push in the first few hours for it to make it on the short shelf. But notice that all my
Okay,
videos that
Danny.
have got to the
Look at
short
the
shelf, they
alligator.
all
Look
had
at
a
the
big push
alligator
in the
one.
beginning.
Look at the alligator one from us.
Is it doing good? Let me check.
It's been going for 2 weeks.
Oh, really? But is it like a small jumps or is it like a big
Small.
increase?
It's just like,
Yeah, like I had one like that went for 5 days. But instead of getting 1,000 out of one time, you got 1,000, but on a gradual, and then it died.
I think it's getting close to 13K right now.
Wow, that is
the alligator
amazing.
one, yeah.
You guys keep talking. I just got to leave the room for a second here.
The most I got is 1,700. It died. That's it. Nothing more, and everything else is all down under 1,000.
It's at 12,854 right now, Raph.
That's good.
Daniel and Nancy, they need to start doing their content.
Oh yeah, this is Blaine is talking about a channel called Disinfinity. He's 13 and he just keeps putting out shorts, and he's got a ton of subscribers now just from those shorts.
Hey, Danny, do you know about the Daily Dose of Disney by the crazy Disney lady?
Yeah, Tanya.
Okay. Because I was watching her yesterday, and it's like, oh, Danny's probably here, but you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
She has 500 people watching right now.
I believe it.
You know, I think what's helping, because I'm noticing a lot of Disney stuff is getting picked up a lot, is yes, we're in the cruise community, but a lot of the cruise community loves Disney. And so you got someone like Tony and Jenny, they got 60,000 subscribers, but a lot of them like Disney.
Have you ever thought, Tyler, streaming from the parks?
I have. I just got a gimbal, but my pass expired, so I would love to stream from the parks. But the problem I see with my audience now, they're more focused towards cruising. I had a SeaWorld video to go viral, though. This one SeaWorld video published 2 months ago, it just hit 10K views, and it's a good SeaWorld video. So
I don't remember a SeaWorld video from you.
It's a while back. If you should go to my channel, it should be on my channel. It should be the most viewed video. It's crazy though. This video is getting good.
You know, I like aquariums.
Yeah,
Larry,
it's crazy. It came out like I don't know a while back, but then it came out in 2020. But then I simply changed the name to 2021 and changed the thumbnail to 2021. I just put the from 2020 to 2021, and the video still keeps on going. And all the views are from people searching the content. It's not even from people. The algorithm recommending it. It's all people actually looking up SeaWorld Orlando 2021, and all of a sudden it's going. It keeps on getting a good 500 views a day.
Daniel's got over 11,000 friends now from his.
You know
Disney
what I'm
shorts.
hoping, Tyler? I'm hoping all my cruising videos, all the blogs they will pick up once we start cruising again.
I hope so too. I mean,
that's what I'm hoping, because people are gonna start. Oh, what does it look like in the Navigator or the Marinere or whatever?
I noticed that the most viewed videos on like cruising is ship tours and embarkation day. Those are the most viewed videos on all cruise
both
channels.
of my embarkation days are my best videos.
Yeah, every cruising channel. I spend time researching this. Every cruising channel, ship tours and embarkation day does the best in views.
Yeah, I don't understand why, but it is the truth.
It's somehow people they like ship tours and embarkation day the most. And after that, your views just keep on going down, down, down.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a short right now that it has 81 views. I mean, it's on the short shelf, and it's keep climbing on my other channel. It's the one with the pie on the face. You can see me with a pie in the face. So yeah, but this gator one is just 6 seconds. Wow.
You saw that?
And you got a lot. Yeah, I just put a comment on it, but
it's just been going like steady for like the last 2 weeks.
Congrats, Danny. You may have hit gold in that one.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
don't have many friends from it, that's for sure.
You have or not?
No. 28.
Really? 28?
Yeah.
Hey, 28 is better than nothing.
That's better.
I had a short yesterday. Funny, I had a short yesterday. I was at 594 friends. and then the short pushed me yesterday to 560. But then YouTube, with their glitching algorithm thing, it got rid of a good 5 of those friends, and now I'm back at 595.
Did you see To Travel on Tour's new blog? No, not the one in the restaurant, but the one before. It hit almost 4,000 in one day, and it's because I don't know. It's because some YouTube advertising.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that.
And they cannot explain why. So obviously YouTube is testing some stuff, and if you are lucky, you get lucky.
Some of the things on my channel, I don't know how they got the views they did, because they're not my normal audience, and then the length of the video is so short, it's not even long enough for YouTube to promote it as good audience retention. So the algorithm is just crazy sometimes.
I'll tell you what, Tyler, I go down there to Disney on spring break. I'm going to have that gimbal like glued to my arm, man.
Yeah, I just got the Osmo Mobile. And,
whenever you see the parade, let me type this. And remember, if you want to do the shorts, make sure you have it this way. But then you want to do blogs, so you have to do it the other way. So you may have to have an extra phone for the shorts.
Are you talking
That's
about?
why I use I just film my content vertically and go into my editing software and make them vertical. So
That's
actually,
the way I do
I
it,
mean, I want to make a content, I can just take it from a video I already have and make it a short. And
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yes, exactly. But it's easier if you have it vertical already. I mean, you can upload it right then.
Yeah.
When you guys are talking about gimbals, are you talking about phone gimbals or GoPro gimbals or?
I got a phone gimbal. I want to buy a real gimbal for my camera so I can film proper ship tours and stuff.
Or is this called a DJI Osmo Mini 3?
But is it for a cell phone or?
It's for a phone, yeah.
Yeah, mine's for the phone. The first live stream I did on the Osmo Mobile was at Port Canaveral a while back, and the problem is if you're not have 1,000 friends on YouTube, you can't stream from YouTube, so you have to go stream through StreamYard. Sometimes with StreamYard, the quality isn't exactly the best.
So
I was impressed by BP yesterday. I mean, that quality was amazing. I wonder if they were using the park's Wi-Fi or they were using their own cell service, because they had a very good quality.
Raph, did you see that video from last night? From that?
I saw it. I gave it a like, but I was doing Kahoot on the other channel.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
I got the speaking of gimbals, I got the DJI Osmo Pocket, which is like the mini camera gimbal thing. That thing's awesome.
Yeah. You like it?
You like it?
Nice
You like it?
DSLR camera. Yeah, the footage is crystal clear, HD, 4K,
one of those.
Meets all the specs. Amazing footage.
Does it go underwater?
You can buy a waterproof case for it, but it doesn't go actually underwater. But you can buy, as I'm saying, you can buy the waterproof case for it and actually use the gimbal underwater.
So
those things are tiny.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to my wife today. I want to get away from the camera stuff. I want to get like a small GoPro or that. So I don't know. I think I like the idea of it being that small. Like, you're not.
Yeah, it's easy. I love going.
You're not in everybody's face.
In your pocket and take it out. And
I love my blogging camera though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change this for I wouldn't change this for a GoPro. The only thing this one has is the microphone is a little
cool shots.
But this one you can zoom in, zoom out. On the GoPro, you are pretty much stuck with what you get.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's the part I was going to bring up. For GoPros, you can't zoom in, and they have a wide-angle lens. So if you want to get something nice, like a nice ship in the background or Mickey Mouse on a floor or something with a good zoom, you can't do that because your phone or the GoPro only has digital zoom. That's not optical zoom, so you're going to get higher video quality.
Can you zoom with the Pocket?
You can't zoom with the Pocket.
You can't.
But it's not a wide-angle lens. It's like the cameras DJI has on their drones. It's they put on one of those gimbals.
So not even with the app, you can't zoom in and out?
I think you can on the app. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh. Because all I'm going to start using to video with Larry now is my phone. I bought like the highest SIM card you can have, so the data is gonna last forever. And there's an app that comes with DJI, and you use the app to actually, when you're doing your streaming or when you're doing your vlogging, you use the app, and there's a lot of things on there that you can do that you can't get like on a normal camera.
Yeah, but
just make
I
sure
that up because that would be interesting. Because when I used StreamYard, I had to go use through StreamYard, and then I watched the replay, and the video quality wasn't good with.
remember that stuff on the card doesn't get uploaded to Google Photos.
That's right. Yeah, I remember
only
that.
The internal photos get uploaded, and a lot of people don't realize that. So you will have to either pick, hook up the cable or take the card out to put them on your computer.
What phone do you have, Danny?
It's not a good phone at all, but it does take good video. It's not one of those $1,000. Ours is like barely over $100. Our phone, but it still works. It's Samsung.
This is Samsung A70. There's an A70.
I got the Galaxy S10.
S10. I was actually just pricing out the S21 Ultra yesterday, and they want $120 a month with the plan and the phone for 2 years.
Wow, that is a lot. I mean,
that is leasing, which means after 2 years you get it back, and then you get another phone and upgrade.
Wow, that's highway robbery right there. I mean, I'm paying $30 for the S20 for my daughter, and mine is the Note 8, but it's already paid for, and it's a quad band, so I can put any car that I want in there. So I like that. I like to have a phone like this, so I can take it to Spain and put any car I want. But the next one, I think I'm gonna get the new Note when it comes out, because I have Bose headphones, and they still have the plug-in, so I like to plug it in on my phone. And now everything is without the aux plug-in. You have to get an adapter and all of that, and I hate adapters.
For me, I
got the Samsung Galaxy. The only one they have now, it supposedly has a really good internal zoom.
The what?
The Galaxy they have now, the newest one, has a really good internal zoom, I heard. Because that's the problem with phones is you can't zoom in with good picture quality because it's digital zoom, it's not optical zoom.
Right. With this new S21, it actually shoots 8K video.
Yeah, that's a good thing because when you do opticals, internal zoom, the more Ks you got, the better the picture quality works when you zoom in.
Zoom in, that's right, yeah.
So it looks like I'm the only one that doesn't have a gimbal, huh? Of all you guys?
I don't have a gimbal, John. Mine's not a gimbal. Mine's just a nice
tripod
that I can pick up. I would like to have the one that you can like turn, but this one has a button here that you have to push in order to move it. So yeah. I kind of like it. It's a Manfrotto or Mainfrotto is. I love this thing.
I got the selfie stick, but it's also telescopic.
But of course, I have the Session 4 GoPro. I love this one. This one is great. This one gave me great image on the slides at the Coco Key.
And that's also a great photo. A camera doesn't take up a lot of space, and people don't notice it as much as the newer GoPros.
Yeah. Then I like this one. This one is for my daughters. This is the original.
Raphael, which one do you use for the whales?
And then I take the 7.
Raphael, which one did you use to take the whales? Because he doesn't want to tell me, huh?
He's frozen.
He's frozen.
Either that or he just doesn't want to tell me.
It looks like he froze up right now.
He's frozen. Yeah.
Okay. It's funny.
More than likely, Johnny used one of his GoPros.
Yeah, that's
as far as I know, those are waterproof.
Do you guys all have a waterproof camera?
No.
I got the GoPro Hero 4, but I'm looking to upgrade to the 9 now. But
Did you see that they got a special on right now, Tyler, for $299?
I'm not sure. 9's the newest one, so I don't think it's discounted yet. I know 9 is pretty expensive too. It's not like it used to be like $399 for the GoPro Hero 9. I think the GoPro Hero 9 now is like close to 500, I should say.
$299. I was just looking at it today.
Oh, it's $399 now. I'll go pick that up.
They have a deal going on right now with a 64 gig card, 1 year subscription to whatever that GoPro thingy is.
What website, Larry?
The GoPro, free from GoPro.
Oh, straight from their own website.
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
That's a good deal.
It is good. If you want to cheap out, I cheaped out and got one through Amazon that was not GoPro brand.
John, do you mind if I share the link on your channel?
No, go right ahead. It was a Dragon. You ever hear that brand? Dragon something?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I had a knockoff GoPro, but the problem was the quality isn't that great. So
my apologies.
I want the crisp HD quality, and that's the problem I don't see with these knockoffs. I had a knockoff, and the quality wasn't that great.
Yeah, my problem is being able to see the viewfinder on those things. So you get older, the eyes get worse, and I'm trying to look it through this little screen, on the GoPro, anything underwater.
Yeah.
There's the link there. It's $349. There is a $299.
That's a good price for the 9. Because I'm glad GoPro finally got around to adding the front-facing vlogging screen like the DJI Osmo had, because that's nice when you're able to frame yourself in the shot, because that's the problem with the GoPros is with the lens and everything, you never know if you're able to get yourself all the way in frame.
See, that's the thing.
Back.
Yeah, my phone ran out of battery, even though it was plugged in. So you were asking me a question about which one I use where?
I was asking you what you use for your underwater shots of those whales and stuff.
Oh yeah, I either use the Session or this one.
Okay.
Either the 7 or the. But I love this one, and this one does have a little thing that wraps around it, so you can. Is
that the Session 4, Raphael?
Session 4, yes.
I had the Session 5 here from our library, and I just wanted to throw it at a wall.
Yeah, no, I love this thing because you just push. Yeah. I mean, that's it. And if you see my footage from my second time at Coco Key, I have footage with this one, and I have footage with the 7, and I forgot to put the 7 on HD, so the footage on this one was better than the new one. It's like the new one is recorded on a square, and this one recorded on 16:9.
Yeah, I had a problem with that on one of my other cameras. It would shoot 16:9, but luckily I found a way on editing software to enlarge the video so it would be 16:9.
Hey, do you guys know how people put in the, when you, if you don't want to blow it all the way up for your short, some people have like pictures around the video so it fills the whole screen, just still.
I use Adobe Premiere, which allows you to do it, and what you're doing is you're taking, and it can be done in other ones like Raphael, you use DaVinci. So you can pretty much do the exact same thing, and all you're doing is you're taking a copy of that video and bringing it up, so you have 2 copies of it, and you're taking that one, like one of the copies, and stretching it so it's behind, and you're blurring it. And so now you get the regular, the first copy regular, and then behind it is a copy of it that's stretched and blurred. That's what's going on there.
I think he's referring to the shorts. I think you're referring to pictures on top and on the bottom of the image, correct, John?
Yeah, kind of a frame, just framing it out. So
because some people, they don't know how to make a video 16:9 and make it vertical. So what they're doing is the video is on the middle of the screen, but then you have a space on the top and a space on the bottom, and they're just putting maybe their logo of their channel, or maybe they put something else. All you do is just putting a picture behind it. That's pretty much all you do on your software. You just put a picture behind it, and then you stick the video there, and that's
John,
it.
do you have Canva?
What software do you use, John? Like he's saying.
I use Filmora for all my editing.
Filmora, yes. So
Do you have Canva, John?
What's it called? I'm not familiar with that. No, I guess I don't because I'm not.
That's what I've
I
been
love
doing all our
Canva.
shorts
Canva
on.
is fantastic.
Hey, John, I'll send you a link. I'm an affiliate with Canva.
You can add a background to any slide on Canva, and then you can put your video on top of that background.
Okay, I never thought of that. All right, so basically just video on top of the picture. I never thought
Canva.
Okay, I'll write that down.
Also,
Thanks.
John, what do you use to make your thumbnails? What software?
Print Shop.
I use Canva.
Canva is also a great software for making thumbnails on.
No, Canva is great.
What software
Yeah, I love
do you
Canva.
use, John?
Print Shop.
Wow.
It's like
I used to use
there are updated versions, but mine's pretty old. But it does the job.
We're going to get you up to date, John.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to you.
Oh,
I'm going to get you up to date, man.
Danny, since you use Canva and you are probably better than all of us combined on Canva, you know how you can go back to things that you've done before. That's usually what I do. I go to the old one and just change the picture, change the text. But if you made some changes to that one, then it doesn't save the old one as a custom that you had.
You
Is there a way
to save it as a different
Is there a
name?
way to save it, or do I need to start a new one? You understand what I'm saying?
You can. I think there's if you right click on the bot, there's a duplicate button.
Duplicate, yeah.
Okay. Because whenever you go to your last ones, it only shows you those, and then
It only
sometimes
shows you the most current. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
you wanna tweak a little bit. I mean, you want to be the same, but maybe tweak a little thing, but you don't want it to be a norm, and then it changes to that. So that's what I was wondering if there's a way to.
This guy right down here is the one that got me on Canva. Blaine did, and then so you'll notice his are very color schematic, and a lot of his thumbnails he just tweaks a little bit here and there. His wife does awesome with their stuff, but
Did you know there's an affiliate link for that too, so you can become an affiliate?
I need to get that. I think he has it. But I need to get
I have an affiliate link on my channel.
But you know what, Larry? I don't know if I can use it though.
Why not?
Because I get Canva. I get what's called Canva for education. Since I'm a teacher, I get Canva Pro for free.
You get it for free, yeah. That's different, yeah. See, for me, I do the Pro. I pay for the Pro every month. But I also I did an affiliate, so they gave me 1 free month, and then I get referrals and stuff like that, or whatever.
If I can do it, I'll do it. But I don't know if I get to, since I get it free, like I said.
I love Canva, man. That's my.
Yeah.
Woo-woo.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you use it for your thumbnails, and what else do you use it for?
Oh, can we use it for anything?
I use it for your shorts, John.
Oh, okay.
You can do video and everything in there, John.
I'll have to check it out.
You know, like you know how Blaine's done like his giveaway videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are all done on Canva. Yeah, you can use it for all kinds of things. It's cool. That's what we updated our logo, John. You probably noticed by now. But
Yeah.
That's what I used for that was Canva.
Yeah.
Right.
What I use for my banner on my channel is also done on Canva as well.
Mm-hmm. That's what we did. Is
because it has that option. All you have to do is like go to YouTube banner, and it already knows the dimensions. So all you do is just throw things out there.
Yep.
I also have Photoshop, so I also use that stuff too. John, I just wanted to comment about Filmora and stuff. There's nothing wrong with Filmora. It's a great software, perfect. You're at 10. Are you at 10 or still on 9?
10.
10, okay. I haven't really used 10 much, but I started out using Filmora. It's a great software, but it's limited to the, how do I say it? so you can be customized, but your own way. You know what I mean? You're only limited to what Canva or Filmora allows you to do. So like so Adobe Premiere or DaVinci, there's a lot more things that you have flexibility with changing up things and putting pictures and overlays and stuff like that. So that's when you get into those other ones. But there's nothing wrong. You can do overlays with Filmora, but they're limited to how you do it.
Yeah. Right.
I actually have Filmora on my Filmora Go. I pay $1 something a month for it on my cell phone, and I've been doing some videos that way. It actually works pretty good, actually.
I cannot picture doing all the editing people do on their cell phones.
I don't, John.
Hey guys, I gotta go pop out. I gotta get ready for my show at 5 o'clock.
Hey, thank you, Tyler.
Bye,
Tyler,
Tyler.
you want to just give a quick announcement about your show today?
Have a good one.
Before you leave?
Yeah, so I got a show in an hour from now, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking all about American Cruise Line with a very special guest. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be discussing everything you know about this cruise line, how expensive they are, how many ships they own, are they really flagged in the U.S.? We have all that information and more coming up at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, about an hour from now. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Oh, he went into all Tyler mode right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler, you know what? It would be cool if you do videos of how to edit.
No. What I want to see is
computer's probably lagging.
Thank you for joining us, Tyler.
what I want to see him do is how he freaking does his announcing and talking. I want to learn that stuff.
Yeah, have a good one.
Good job, Tyler.
He is awesome at that.
My boy can sell some cars, couldn't he?
Yeah, I
know, right?
Jeez.
Me, I'm trying to think of what to say.
I need to have Tyler come up and start doing all of Kimberly's Norwex advertisement.
Yeah, as soon as Mr. Willie comes in.
Mr. Willie, yeah, he gets mad at me every time, man.
And I just want to know, let you know that my wife sells Norwex. Let's see here.
Tony, I also like his presentation. I want to learn that, but that's a gift, I guess.
I was gonna say it's probably a natural type of thing, or.
You know who else has a good voice for radio is
Yeah.
He's got a radio voice.
Yeah.
What is that phrase he says?
Huh?
What is that
trying to
phrase?
figure out what he's saying, but I can get the sound.
Yeah.
It says Danke schön
Danke schön. That's here. I'll show you.
It says thank you and goodbye. That's what it means. Danke schön.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Danke schön.
Because I just made him a cap saying that on the back.
Oh, did you?
I sent him my logo with that on the back.
Yeah, I saw you sell the one that I sent him.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, that was cool. So it's like, I cannot stay behind Danny, man.
Can you say fresh?
Yeah, that was pretty cool with the spaghetti eyes. That was.
I made him some artwork too. I told him he's more than welcome to use it if he wants, but he doesn't have to.
Yeah, the artwork that I like is the video that Brad made me. That one is just so amazing.
Oh, that's what made
how
that for you?
I want to know
Have
how
you
we
seen
did that.
the new blog with the Visos Travel with the storm going?
I need to check that out. It's on your channel right now?
Oh, it's hot, Danny. It's really hot.
If you watch my last blog, and you know how I usually have the plane flying, this one is a storm because I thought it would be kind of cool because it was the hurricane. So it's like putting that, you know.
I like how the logo is incorporated into that little. I like the 3D logo part to it. It's just wow.
I mean, Brad has an amazing talent.
Yes, he does.
Hey,
And
Larry.
he gave it away for free, you know. And I know that will take hours to make.
I'm trying to get the courage to ask him how he did it.
Larry.
Yes,
Donka.
Dunka. I know what
Sean.
Dunka. Oh, it's Dunka Show. I know what Dunka Shane is. Thank you.
Donka Sean. And then
Yeah.
the third word is shoes. T-S-C-H-U-S-S. Shoes.
Dunka Shone Shoost.
Donka Sean shoes.
Dunka don't shoot.
There you go.
Yeah. Dunka
I heard that in Hogan's Heroes once.
You don't do that, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I get to see Amy tomorrow. Let's see.
What's Amy doing?
Saying Amy,
What's
because
happening?
of people. Yeah,
She going to Oklahoma or you're going to Texas?
Texas.
What are you going into the snow for, Raphael? Oh, you are.
My daughter has a gymnastics thing
Oh.
in Denton, Texas.
It's supposed to warm up tomorrow in Texas, all right?
It should be fine. I mean, the main roads should be fine. It's the neighborhoods is where you have to worry about. So I mean, the meet is by I-35. So
Yeah.
I-35 is probably one of the roads that's gonna be pretty clean.
Do you guys have winter tires on?
No.
See, that's the
No.
problem. You guys don't use winter tires in America. Come on.
No, we do use them. It's just on the states where that happens every year. In Oklahoma, it happens, a couple of times?
So you should do what I do, because that's the same way here in Powell River in British Columbia. It doesn't snow a lot. I use all seasons. That's all I use.
Yeah, that's what we use on the East Coast. All season tires, all weather
That's
tires.
what I have on my car. My car has all seasons.
I don't use anything but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about specific snow tires.
Yeah, I don't want the ones with the studs.
Yeah.
Not me. I have just regular all season mud and snow, they're called, and with the snowflake on them. And I guess there's mountain passes here that you're not allowed on them unless you have the snowflake. And these tires are all seasons, and I drive no problems in the snow.
That's what
How much snow have you
Daniel,
gotten this year, Larry?
Pardon?
How much snow have you
Daniel
gotten
Phil
this year?
says need no winter tires because he lives in California.
We had a couple inches of snow while I was in Vancouver. You seen the video that I shared? There was no snow in Vancouver. We had a little bit, but it rained and got rid of it. But when we come home a couple days ago, there was snow here and there was like a couple inches. It's still out there, but nothing. I was outside in my t-shirt, so. But that
You see, Larry, you can ask Daniel to ask Brad for how he did it. They only live about a mile away.
No, yeah, I know that. Every time I think of Brad and Daniel and all that, because I love California, and that's a place that I know, and I really am looking forward to going back. I keep wanting to meet up with these guys down there. But yeah, Brad's really good at the graphics stuff. Like, and I've seen some stuff, and I've been to other websites that can do that, but they're expensive, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he has the correct programs. I mean,
Yeah.
he has like the nice computer, the nice software. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I don't think he uses just DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the graphic that he has for me as well?
Yeah, all those he did those graphics for, I think it was all the ones that came up on his New Year's Eve show or something.
New Year's
Yes,
Eve.
that is correct. It was the New Year's Eve. Yep.
It was a very nice job. But like I said, I think it's some kind of a package you probably manipulate to get
Probably. I'm sure it has something to do with that, but I thought it came out
Here.
outstanding.
I'm going to
It
share.
is.
Bye, Larry.
Hey, he dropped off. I think TJ just knocked him off.
Yeah,
Welcome
dude.
up, TJ.
Hey guys.
What's going on? You need to remove that hat now. Your quarterback is a mischief. He's a drunk. He doesn't know how to throw a trophy.
No, he did. They called the trophy. The Harvard guy.
I know. I don't understand. I don't understand why he made news. If I tell you the truth.
I don't know. He actually got to have fun in a Super Bowl parade for the first time in his life. I mean, so what? He got tequila drunk and threw a trophy, and it didn't go in the water. So we're okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you. I like the guy. I just don't understand why it's like such a big deal. It's like, okay,
Well,
keep the trophy. The other guy got it.
It was polarized.
It's like the other guy got it.
Sorry about that.
If he didn't catch it, it wouldn't be Brady's fault. It would be the other guys.
Well, it was Cam Brate, who's our backup tight end. He even said, like, if I would have caught that, I was planning on jumping off that boat, retiring, moving somewhere in the desert, never to be seen again.
BUCCUNEERS. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Hi, TJ.
Hey, bud, Larry, what's up, bud?
So much.
Hey,
Yeah,
TJ, how about telling us a little bit about your channel before we go on here?
Oh, we're still on TK. We were a pure cruising channel. Now we're switching. My latest day, we stopped doing lives. I've actually got an idea. I'm coming up with lives for the weekend. We're going to be doing more focus on vacations you can actually do right now. That's our focus right now. So a lot of theme parks. We're going to cover a little bit of skiing, a lot of domestic travel, because I'd rather focus on what we can do than what we can't do. That's one thing we had a big like sit down about the channel, like where we should go. Because I feel with cruising, it's almost getting depressing right now talking about, because everything keeps on. So I'd rather focus on stuff we can do. Because right now we do a lot of Disney, Universal, because that's something sorry, Larry, the rest of us can all book right now. We can all book and go to. Or do camping, or like I said, ski, go to the beach. That's what we're kind of focusing on right now. But when cruising gets back, we'll be focusing on cruise a lot more. But for right now, we're just pivoting, going what we can do.
There's nothing wrong with going that direction. I think most of us agree with that.
Well, I did a live about a week ago on just Disney, our trip to Disney that we just booked. And
that was fun, man. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
It's something I know is going to happen. The only thing that could change is that I may drive rather than fly if they put restrictions in. That's it. The vacation is going to happen. So that's why that was fun. Instead of doing a cruise where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you going to leave your channel name sailing away, or are you going to change it to driving away or flying away?
No, it's going to be sailing away, because we're eventually going to be us. I mean, trust me, I got missed 22 cruises in the other room right now. Trust me, we'll be cruising again. We're itching to cruise again.
Now, is this your second trip during the pandemic? This one coming up? Will that be the second?
Third. We've done Gatlinburg first. Then we did
Universal.
This will be our third go to Disney.
Yeah.
So this will be our third time. And Gatlinburg was a little iffy all the way back because of some stuff that I won't go over out here that happened. Universal was the safest place we ever felt during all this. And Disney we know safer. So that's why we chose that. So realistically, with traveling, the only thing that's kind of sketchy is going to an airport, because not all airports have formal regulations right now.
Right. Yeah, if you can drive, that's the thing. We're looking at we're not going to be able to cruise probably this fall. We're looking at taking a road trip to Disney ourselves from up in New Hampshire.
Well, we thought about driving. The only thing is we rebooked Panorama twice, and I had 2 different sets of flight vouchers. So I kind of so that's why I went to Universal. Originally was to burn 1 pair, and now I'm burning the second pair to go back to Disney. So
now, when you went to Universal, did you have a fast pass type of thing? How does that work?
They weren't doing fast. Well, they really weren't doing fast passes then, just because the limited capacity, you really don't need them. The only way you could get if you're on one of the luxury hotels on property. Like over there, you got to pay for them more, is what they do. It's not like Disney where you can show up or go to the app. Everything's there, you have to pay for. But with 35% capacity, the longest line I sat was 45 minutes for King Kong. So, I mean, if you're going to do, like, of course, anything Harry Potter, like Hagrid always had a 3-hour wait, or anything that, you're going to be in line. Everything else, we pretty much walk on.
How is that King Kong?
I told you about TJ for Disney?
Oh, yeah.
They had the same thing. I should have told you before you went to Universal. They had the same thing for that too.
Did know, and the thing is, Kayla's was in a bad car wreck about 5 years ago, so we have handicap plates. So, but
you for sure. I mean, yeah, do that for sure because it's gonna be really nice for you for sure. Buddy.
Well, we actually talked to our travel agent after you told me, and like she goes, "Oh, I was planning on telling you that right before y'all went to get y'all set up for it because our travel agent, her husband is a war veteran. He's got a little PTSD and he can't do that often. So,
what do you need to do that, Daniel? You just go to customer service and tell them, or you need to some paperwork?
Yes, relations, but you have to have you have to legitimately have some kind of reason, you know.
Yeah, you don't
know if you're trying to cheat the system or whatever.
Well, the thing is, we were talking. They don't really check for anything. It's kind of the honor system.
It is
because of HIPAA rules. So technically, you could be a bad person, lie about it, but that's on you of karma. But
Raph, you don't have to have it doesn't have to be like a visible issue. It can be something as much as like anxiety, claustrophobia, anything. Like it can be social or physical.
Oh, right now, myself, I have anxiety with all these people having COVID all around me.
Oh, I know.
So for me, I'm actually on disability, and part of it is because I suffer from deep depression, panic, and
I would work 100%.
So that's why I qualify. That's not just the only reason, but that's part of the reason why I qualify for disability here in Canada, because I suffer with that along with others. I like your idea, TJ. Like you're saying, you're talking about disability plates. We have a placard that we do it. I would rather have.
I keep an extra one in my truck that I don't only when Kayla's in the car I use. Yeah. But she actually has it on her hard plate on her car. She has it. But
I like that idea where it's right into the plate. I like that. Yeah.
She has to add her little license. But the only bad thing about the plate is when you go places, they always look for the hang tag. So you always got to tell them, hey, there's a handicap tag in the back. So, but yeah, we're definitely going to do, but thanks again, Dave, for telling us that. We're definitely going to use that. I actually just got full report because my sister just got back from Disney this weekend.
That's why you were talking to her on your live so much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
She was there when you were live. Was she actually there?
She was at Universal that day. She went, she's got two friends who have DVC. Disney Vacation Club,
right?
And got to stay. She had to rough it. She stayed at the boardwalk her first night. Roughed it, as she said, and then they went to Universal for 2 days, and they stayed at Portofino Bay over there.
Right.
So, but she said the crowds though were ridiculous, but it's because it was two things: A, it was President's Day, and B, everybody in Louisiana goes to Disney Universal on Mardi Gras.
I saw that. One of my buddies, it's a Disney streamer, Orlando Mike. He did a live stream yesterday. Man, they had so many different. I think he said they have 8 Mardi Gras floats down there.
Oh yeah.
Like Universal, they're like throwing out beads, just like it's the real deal.
That's the only place you're going to get Mardi Gras because there was no Mardi Gras this year at Louisiana. There was zero. I mean, they did some houses decorated, but there were no normal anything. So that was really the only Mardi Gras you're getting was at Universal.
Really?
I used to been there. I've been there before, so that's why I live there. But that's the only place you're doing it.
Wow.
Who was it that showed that? Somebody showed it on their live stream, the different houses. I forgot who that was.
I remember it wasn't the Gilberts because we were going to go do that, but with the ice and everything, we weren't even going to risk driving to New Orleans.
Right.
Because we were going to go with my parents down there, but that got killed quick. Shoot. My sister actually flew back on Tuesday. She didn't get back home till Thursday because she had to stay 2 nights in the hotel for us to wait to everything to frost.
Right.
So I got.
They even open up they have different food. They're at Universal. They have all the different kinds of Cajun food and Mardi Gras food. They did the whole thing up right, man. I'd heard about their Halloween that they do there for sure, but I never knew about the Mardi Gras one.
Well, the normal thing they do for Mardi Gras, it's after hours. They usually have a concert. It's nothing extra. Usually it's nothing extra for the concert. This year, what they did was for food. They did you get a bracelet, but goes to around a bit, And of course, this year they brought the tribute store, which I was there for the Christmas tribute store, which was really cool. And it was originally the Halloween tribute store. That's when I came with the idea.
Right.
So yeah, they do it very good. I mean, I've been to Mardi Gras, 15 times in my life. So I mean, I'm kind of jaded with it. So, but I go there, they do pretty well. They do a very good job. Especially what's fun is you go there for that. You go to Pat O'Brien's and City Walk. That Pat O'Brien's is exactly like the one on Burger Street.
Very cool.
So you guys are allowed to fly all across the country, can't you?
Yes.
See, in Canada, we can only stay within the province. We can't fly to another province, can't drive to another province. And within our province, none of this, like we have a theme park that I just drove by a couple days ago. It's closed. Like, we can't, there's nothing open to do, like you were saying, with content. There's nothing. I can go into Vancouver and go to a restaurant, a bar. That's about it.
The thing is also here, Larry, that depends what state you're in. Like Florida's wide open pretty much. I mean, there's no mask mandate in the state of Florida outside of Orange County and Lake Buena Vista, which is this Universal SeaWorld area. Mm-hmm. But you go other side of the country, California, I was watching Disney food blogs today at work. They've been shut down for 11 months with Disney and Disneyland and Universal California over there. So it's not, some places it's like how y'all are. Some places a little wide open. It just depends on what state you're in. My
own personal opinion in this whole sense: wear a mask, wash your hands, distance, a small capacity, get it all back and running. That's the way I personally feel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how. Think about it like this: Universal and Disney have been opened up since about July, and there have been no late outbreaks to either to the whole Disney World Resort, which is 4 parks, a ton of hotels, water parks. Universal, which is two parks plus a water park plus multiple hotels.
Yeah.
Plus Disney Springs, which is a shopping restaurant district. Plus City World, which is the same thing for Universal. 0 outbreaks linked to the parks. People
are making their money back again. People are living their lives.
And the thing was, when we went there, outside of having to wear a mask, it felt pretty normal. That's what got me the whole time, was that I didn't feel like I was out of play. It felt a little normalcy there. So,
for Disney, though, Larry, they do have about 1/4 of the hotels are not open.
Right.
No, I hear you, but at least it's some form of.
At least something is open. I got you.
There is something going on here in Canada. There's nothing exciting open. Like to go and experience. Like they have hotels, you can go experience a hotel and look at a lake like we do all the time, but there's nothing, no entertainment, no hockey games, no football games, no baseball games, no theme parks, no nothing. It's just restaurants and bars, and that's it.
So, what province do you live in? Alberta?
British Columbia, the very farthest west one on the end.
So the national parks, are they in British Columbia or are they in Alberta?
Alberta, mainly Alberta, but some of British Columbia as well.
So you could go to Banff right now, or no, or Jasper?
Technically, no, but they are.
That's what I'd be doing, man, right about now. That's why I want to get out to the national parks this year.
I'm trying to stay away from travel just to be on the safe side, because there's been people been assaulted, cars vandalized because of other province plates. Alberta here in BC with an Alberta plate, they're demolishing, keys scratching, putting notes on there, threatening them. It's my own personal thing, but I want to keep on a positive thing.
That stinks, man.
Yeah.
You guys who have been down to Florida recently, what is the percentage of hotels on Disney property and on Universal that are open right now? Is it very low?
Universal only had the Endless Summer, Hard Rock, Portofino Bay, and one of the other Lowe's ones. They had a lot of, like, Ventura wasn't open. Actually, their 3 newest hotels weren't open. So I want to say they only had 50% open, but each hotel was only at 35-40% capacity too, because they were doing every other room and every other room.
Okay.
Nothing. That sounds awesome.
I think Disney, John, has about 65 or 70% of their hotels are open. There's only a handful that aren't.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Port
Okay.
Orleans, two of the, I think it's like not Pop, it's like
The All Stars aren't open, but one of them's getting ready to reopen.
Yeah, one of them's about to be open.
Polynesian's not open.
Yeah, well, Polynesian was getting refurbed anyway, so it wasn't going to be open if it was normal. And I know Port Orleans isn't open either. So
there's not very many that aren't, but there are some that aren't, nonetheless.
Yeah, most of their hotels are open. They're just all limited capacity, of course.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't realize they were still doing that. And how about Universal? Are they all open or?
No, Adventura wasn't open. There was about 3 that weren't open when I went there, but they had both Endless Summer, Dockside, Surfside, because they had just opened Dockside when we got there.
We were supposed to stay there this past summer.
It's not. I'll tell you what. I will say for a value resort compared to a Disney value resort, Endless Summer beats it, like hands down. Just with quality of room, everything. And I like the fact it didn't have that motel vibe where you have to go outside to your room, like you're actually inside a hotel, which I always feel a little safe for doing that. I also like the fact that when at that hotel was that if you walked out front, you could cross International Drive and go to a Walgreens. It took you like 5 minutes to get to it by walk. I did that a couple times while we were there. So really nice resort. Especially for the price, it's only like I think $80 a night.
Mm-hmm.
So
speaking of that, I was looking at hotels for our first cruise in January in Miami. I want to be close to Miami Beach. Does anybody know in between the $100 and $200 range in Miami, close to Miami Beach?
I'll be like this, Larry. I lived in Florida for half of my life, and I never went to Miami once. So I have no clue.
Really?
I've
Wow.
never been to Miami either.
That's a dream for me to go to Miami.
Jade, I grew up in Tampa.
I hear you.
I'd rather go, if I'm going that far, I'd rather go a little bit south and go to the Keys. That was just me. Miami has never interested me. I'd rather go to Keys and do like the Civil War forts and crystal clear water and a lot less violence.
See, that's something I'm hoping they bring back because I saw one video of an excursion where somebody went out on like a pontoon boat. It's not what it was, but like a pontoon boat, and they did
Dolphin?
Shark excursion where they were feeding the sharks and they're coming up, and that's what I want to. I want real sharks. My favorite shark is a black-tip reef shark, and Florida seems to be really the only place, or the Bahamas, but Florida Keys was the only place that I saw a video that was showing that, and I want to get down there.
Carolinas get a lot of sharks, Larry.
Yeah.
Smyrna Beach or whatever? Is that supposed to be the shark capital of the world in Florida?
Yeah, something like that.
Where, John?
New Smyrna.
New Smyrna, yeah.
Don't know that. Never heard that.
It's the eastern coast of northeastern coast, right?
See,
Yeah,
I'm not talking about going to a beach and getting my shorts on and going for a swim in the ocean and swimming with the sharks. I don't. I want to go
Like a glass pop boat and go see them.
No. I would actually go down with a group, as long as it's a group, and somebody knows what they're doing, and I'll swim with a shark. They're not necessarily out to attack you. They can, and they can kill you and eat you. And I'm not looking to go swim with a great white shark out of a cave or anything, but I just want to see a shark. And just because I used to go to the aquarium here in Vancouver, we had yearly passes, and that was my favorite thing to do is just sit there and watch the sharks.
Well, you know the old saying, Larry, right? As long as you can swim faster than the other people in your group, you're going to be safe. So,
yeah. You know what's
What they
amazing?
say about bears.
Yeah. We have tons of bears here. Like they go through my yard. But anyway, you're close to St. Andrews. You know where St. Andrews is, John?
It's in Scotland.
No. St. Andrews by the sea is in. Way to go, dude. St. Andrews is in New Brunswick. It's just over the border from Maine.
okay.
It's like a resort town. Anyway, as you know, I grew up on the East Coast, and I did 4 years in Sea Cadets, and part of our training was to jump off boats into the Bay of Fundy. No fear of sharks, because I grew up, there's no knowledge of any dangerous sharks there. Well, recently, within the last few years, there's been videos showing great white sharks swimming around the St. Andrews. And it's like, oh my, that just freaks me out. Like, I'm not. I like sharks, and I'll swim with great white sharks, but as long as I'm in a cage, not with them. Yeah, they're scary.
Don't get me, John.
No, just backup support.
I'd like to go, Larry, to Nova Scotia.
That's
So-
actually. This is
You
where
know
I'm
what that
actually.
means, right?
So Larry, every time I go to Miami, I never pay more than $200 a night.
Really?
Yeah.
Not in Miami Beach, from what I'm seeing. As you know, like we
No,
have.
I mean, if you use that information I gave you, you shouldn't pay more than $200.
Oh yeah.
Come here.
Larry, do you remember being up here and we were talking about the hotel you stayed at, and K&R, you guys know them, they popped they were in the chat. I'm not sure which of you guys were up here, but we started talking about Larry started talking about the hotel that he got that was like $200 a night, and there was a hooker outside. You remember that discussion?
Yeah.
I watched it live the next day, and he was talking about that. He thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, well, we were actually, because like on disability, we get our hotels paid if we have to travel to another city. So in our case, we live in Powell River. If we need to go see a specialist or a special doctor's appointment or a special appointment, we get our hotels paid. Now, I didn't pay the $200, the ministry pays it. So the cheapest hotel I found in Vancouver was $200 a night, and it was a motel, and it wasn't the greatest. Think of it like between a 1.5 to 2-star motel for $200 a night. And now, I woke up the next morning and there was a hooker standing outside. I was going to the gas station to get coffee, and she's standing there. Oh, how you doing today, sir? And so $200 a night motel with hookers. That's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I actually got $200 a night at the International by the port in Vancouver.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they have that there, but it all depends on the season. Like there's
It's like everything. Everything in Florida is by what is, but because Florida is just a tourist state. That's all it is.
of course it is.
So it's by what it is peak season. So
yeah. See, I know you're jaded about because you grew up there. Me being a young boy, dreaming about going to these places. The March break. All the girls and the parties and.
It's mainly on the strip, though. That's the thing. When you go behind the strip, it gets a little shady.
No, I know. Yeah.
It's like people go to people go to New Orleans. Yeah, Bourbon Street's fun. You go too far, you're in the wrong area. You go down one of those back alleys.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put it like this. Not everybody's a fan of firearms, but I don't go down there without a knife and a firearm on me.
See, here in Canada, I know the how the streets are here in Canada. America, a little bit different.
Different world. I mean, that's a different world. I mean, they scammers left and right, and like I always tell people, if people come down, it's like, I'll go down and be your tour guide because I don't want you to get robbed or you end up down the wrong alley.
See, from what I'm saying, like what I know about Canada, I have no fear on anything. I've been in the most dangerous places in Canada. They're not as predatory. Like I'm 6'2", 350 pounds. I've never had that fear of somebody threatening me or pulling a gun on me or anything. But it's different in America. I noticed with a lot of the gang-infested neighborhoods, they're predatorial. They'll just come after you and take your whatever they want.
It's more just the homeless problem so bad in New Orleans right now. That's what they talk about. It's just so bad. And
that's global, TJ, because I actually was an outreach worker here in Canada. I work with the homeless population in Vancouver, which is extremely bad. Like, you're never going to get rid of homelessness ever. They sit there and say, "Oh, we're going to work on it. Let's get it." They're not going to get rid of it.
Hey, who of y'all are going on that big vlogger cruise down there?
Vlogger cruise.
Who's all doing that on this cruise? Ralphie, that's it?
I guess Ralph's it, yeah.
Okay, did know, because we were planning if everything's an if right now, but when all that happens, we'll probably go down and meet everybody up that one night, be like unofficial tour guides.
Hey, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I lived in New Orleans for 6 months back when we had a major flood here where I live now. So I got moved down there for 6 months, and I know pretty much the ins and outs just that short time I lived there. That's a fun little town where you get
You
to
know the best restaurant out there, right, Raph? In New Orleans?
So, what?
Popeyes.
Clue me in. What's that mean?
It's a fried chicken.
I know what Popeyes is, but
it's a joke. It's what's funny here is when you go to New Orleans, the way you find a good restaurant, you don't go chain. The best places are the little hole in the walls. Like everybody wants to go. Yeah. They want to go Ralph Cacoo's. They want to go to Mother's. They want to go to Acme. But here's the thing: Acme's awesome, but the oyster place across the street is so much better.
Where's the place where they have the beignets?
The beignets, that's Cafe Du Monde.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got two. They got the big one, which is down by St. Charles. Then if you go into the actual port, the duty-free port, they have one there too. Mm-hmm. It's just if you want to do Cafe Du Monde, the traditional one, of course, you go down to Jackson Square. If not, you go to the port. Which that's one thing. If you've never been to the port in New Orleans, it's my favorite port to go out just because it's a huge duty-free mall. So if you forget anything before a cruise, you can get there real quick. That's one thing I have. It's pretty much almost like an airport more vibe than an actual cruise port vibe there.
That's cool. Well, guys, I'm going to say bye. I'm going to have to get ready to drive to Dallas.
Oh, be safe, bud.
You're going now?
Hey, Raphael, thanks for coming up. Did you want to say any last bits about what's going on with you before you leave?
No, I just posted a short where we were talking about the crepes. That's all I got.
Okay, we'll have to look at that then. Thank you for coming up, Raphael.
It's on my Rusty channel.
Be safe, Raphael. Drive safe.
Tell Amy we said later, Raph, with that information.
Yeah, send me that information, Donnie, please. Thank you.
Safe travels.
Right.
TJ, there's a famous, I think it's New Orleans, barbecue place that they have lineups, and you have to line up at do you know the name of that one?
Probably what you're thinking of is Mother's, the po' boy joint. That they
have barbecue brisket. You pay by the pound, and people are lining up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I never really do. If I'm going down there, I don't get barbecue. I mean, there's a couple places I'll go over and I'll go to the Ninth Ward to get barbecue. It's really good there, but that's a whole other subject, and that's a whole place you don't want to go by yourself at all. Because that's the rough part that I've been to, that Chalmette, which is right outside of downtown New Orleans. But I've never really done barbecue there. To be honest with you, when I go to New Orleans, I'm either going to Kayla likes going to D, which is a good, if you want just good fried seafood, that's her favorite place. Where I like finding little holes in the walls there. I'm kind of over, like I said, going to the big name recognition because they got the huge lines and you can find so much better food.
I love the hole in the wall. That's my favorite, the hole in the walls. Yeah.
What was it? About 4 years ago, I had some of my buddies come down. It was when Louisiana State was going to play Florida at Florida. The Hurricane came, so they rotated the game back here. So my friends out there, we had a little drink, and we ended up at some random restaurant on Bourbon Street, and it was some of the best crab au gratin I've ever had in my life. So those are the places you go to New Orleans. I mean,
somebody who's never been to New Orleans, Canadian, who's not a huge seafood lover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, would
you recommend me in New Orleans when I go there? Because I know I'll be there one day. What would you recommend? Where would you recommend?
Well, for you, if you don't like seafood, I'll go to a po' boy place and get you want a drippy roast beef po' boy. Probably for you, it would be a few people I recommend to Mother's because they have a really, really good roast beef po' boy.
Oh, I love that.
Here. Or there's I'm trying to remember. If you like a muffalata, there's Central Grocery, which is in Jackson Square. It's one of my favorite spots. It's just a little old deli, and I love muffalata. It's one of my favorite sandwiches to get here.
What's a muffalata, Larry? Do you know?
Never heard of it.
It's on a round roll. It's about the size of a hubcap.
Sounds like
salami, ham, Swiss cheese. They do what's called a olive salad, which is like olives, carrots, onions, all pickled on top. Yeah. You get that pressed. You get dressed, which dressed for us means less tomato mayo.
Right.
That's what we say, dressed.
Yep.
You get dressed and pressed. And the place you go to, like, they have them pre-made. All they do is just add the vegetables to it, slam it down, press real quick, and like they're about $20, but they feed 4 people. Because like one size the normal size. Well, like I said, they're this big.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to go there, especially when I lived there.
Sounds like you're talking about a focaccia. Have you heard of focaccia?
Yeah, I've heard of focaccia.
Right. They're usually that big and with spices mixed through the bread and stuff.
Yeah, but so like you, I would probably say Central Grocery in Jackson Square, because Jackson Square is at the safe spot. It's right next to the New Orleans Cathedral. It's right in the square. That's where Cafe Du Monde is, right across the street. Mm-hmm. They got Jack's Brewery. They got you're like 2 blocks away from Bourbon if you head north. Bunch of restaurants, bunch of boutiques, bunch of cool little places. When I was living there, I used to hang out at Jack's Square all the time. Like, I'll go park at Jack's Brewery because it was the cheapest place I could park at. Mm-hmm. And just roam there all day, just pop it out, like there's no open container law, so I'll grab a beer somewhere cheap, and I want the whole bars and walk around, just people watch and just hang out.
The funkiest things I've ever experienced in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Walking down the street having a drink. It just blew me away. I've never been able, I'm 50 years old, you can't do that in Canada. That is just strange. Walking down the street with a beer in your hand, drinking. It's just.
Did you collect the baseball cards, Larry? Did you collect the baseball cards there in Las Vegas?
No, what's that?
You didn't see those guys that were out on the corners handing out those
those things. Yes, I did have those. Yes.
Yeah, we did that here too.
You gotta experience that part, you know. I love Vegas. Actually, I've been there once, but I love it, and I can't wait to go back.
That's a place that's all about bucket list. I just don't gamble. So that's my problem with going there. Is I just don't gamble.
You don't gamble? Neither do I.
You can just go and sit at the machines, Larry, and they'll bring you free drinks.
In the penny slots, and the server comes around. Would you like a drink? Yes, please. She brings it to you. You give her a $1 bill, and then she comes back later. You keep doing that.
There you go.
My problem is I have a very, very, very addictive personality, so I just stay away from stuff like that because that's going to equal problems real quick.
Yeah.
TJ, do you gamble on the ships?
Not really. I mean, Kayla doesn't gamble. I mean, it's not my thing. I mean, I've only been on Vista and what was it? I forget. It was a small Royal Caribbean. Vista was just. I mean, I used to smoke. I used to be a 3-pack a day smoker, and the amount of smoke in that Vista casino was like over the top for me. I can usually handle it. I don't care, but there I was like, this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that is a problem because I quit in 2009 smoking, and yeah, that is I noticed that in Vegas.
Well, it normally doesn't bug me, but I mean, everyone, like, if I go on a cruise, I'm gonna get a Cuban cigar at one point and smoke that. So I mean, smoke does not bug me, but it was just like the way the ventilation is on the Vista class ships is just so horrible in the casino. I mean, you walk into, like, you can smell it down to the punch. Like, when you walk out there and walk towards more, I think it's the rear of the ship, you can smell it through Punchline. You can smell it through the little sports bar that's back there. I mean, you can smell it through the whole floor, and it's just ugh.
Yeah,
is that your last cruise, TJ?
Yeah, my last cruise is for New Year's Eve, for New Year's in 2019. We'll be going into 2020.
That was ours. Ours was March 2019. Vista was our last cruise.
Yeah, ours was January. Well, whatever New Year's Eve was for 19, going into 20. That was our last cruise, and we were kind of real mad about because we got off the ship and we were excited because we had 100 days, so we were going on panorama. And then it all fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be, our first cruise is supposed to be on February 27th, which is, how many days is that today?
You better unpack, Larry.
Oh, that would be 8 days away.
Well, shoot, I just officially lost another cruise. I lost Horizon in June.
You just went on a cruise, Larry.
Pardon?
Yeah, earlier this week you were on a cruise.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. You've done more cruises than most of us, Larry.
No, that's true, yes. I have actually, yes. We're actually going back in a little over a month.
That was a cruise for vehicles. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's not as exciting as the real cruise ships.
Closest I'm gonna get to the cruise is either doing that ship from at at Disney across to Magic Kingdom, and the closest I'm getting out of the country is going to Epcot.
You talk about the Liberty Square Riverboat?
Yeah.
That's the way I cover the world. Guys, I don't want to run into Tyler's, so I'm going to get off in about 5 minutes here. Let's just go around and start with you, Danny, and just give us everyone an update on what's going on.
All right. So for us, what we have coming up next this Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to do our weekly variety show. And we started a new segment where we talk about 21 things related to travel in 2021. And believe it or not, this week we're going to be talking about 21 rides that we're looking forward to riding at Disney World coming up on our spring break trip.
Oh, man.
Landon will be
Yeah.
Landon will be back with his Jokes with Landon segment. And then later on that night, we have Kahoot, our family game night Kahoot, which is 10 o'clock Eastern time. Some categories are Disney songs, Finish the Lyrics, Indiana Jones, Cobra Kai, and a couple of others as well. I think we've got about 6 rounds. So
Great. TJ?
Well, we got I'll have a vlog at some point this week about packing a day bag at a theme park. I've been working on some today. We don't do full lives anymore, like scheduled anymore, but I'm going to be doing a series on the weekend about theme park tips and tricks coming up, which would be a couple of just different things with theme parks that you may not know, just helpful, especially with everything going on right now, with helpful hints of that.
Actually, both you and Danny have some great current info on both the parks.
Oh, yeah.
Larry?
I actually did get some video. It's kind of like what a series not series, but the way I do it, like I do a drive around. Well, we drove around downtown Vancouver, down to the main strip where we lived and everything, showing the neighborhoods and stuff like that. So I got that. Going to have to edit that. So yeah, that'll come out very soon.
very cool.
If you're interested in Vancouver, seeing what the downtown Vancouver looks like during the day, nice sunny day it was.
It's the only way we're going to see it right now.
Yeah, that's it. But if you're ever up in Vancouver, you can get an idea.
Was wondering where the little doggy went.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's been playing. He got second round shots today.
Who watches him? Him, her?
Yeah.
Who watches him when you guys go to Florida?
He's going to my sister's house.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope you'll do it again. Love talking to you. And
John,
Larry?
I didn't get to mention to you, it's 1:52 p.m. here.
Oh, that's right, Larry. You didn't cover that. 4:52 p.m. here.
There we go.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us.
Guys.
No problem.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much for different people who came up. That was a lot of fun. I always love talking, learned so much after one of these lives. And I'd like to especially thank the chat. Daniel Fields, I saw you in here through the whole thing, and Blaine, Najuma, and others. So thank you very much for joining us. We come live again on Sunday, the 21st at 4 o'clock. Me and Nancy will be doing a quick video on Antigua. We're trying to show different islands just to give people an idea of what's going to be out there. And then we play our game, Name This. So hope you join us on Sunday. Next Wednesday, we're coming back with our 2 o'clock afternoon chat, me and Nancy. And then the following Sunday, the 28th, I'm going to be trying a sports hour, so sports edition. So hopefully we'll see some of you up there for any of these. Have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you later.